Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does,
then
it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
except for that's the heart, Tim, and that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
it was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC Masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
So
cool
you're saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
No.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You guys
Damn.
are awesome.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
Talked about it.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still out of
for
shape.
years,
I
man.
can't fight anybody right now.
I
probably
am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him, I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They were hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wanted to talk wrestling. He had two. I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think these both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers, that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like, Junior Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. And he's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fine. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
Hey! Oh no, what's echoing? Oh, it's my phone. It's okay. We're just gonna ignore that. Ignore that for now. Welcome to the greatest and best show in the world, Bro Plata. Episode 313. My name is Tim. Ray will be here. Raymond will be here. He's in a mood, I guess. No, I don't blame him. He apparently had one of those days at work, so he'll be on when he's ready, when he's good and ready. No, he was eating, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Pulse, I don't know. I asked him. Hopefully he'll be here. We got stuff to talk about, man. And believe it or not, we have MMA shit to talk about. I mean, there's a big card this weekend. That's important. 302 in Jersey. The public execution of Dustin Porier. And a lot of fights were announced yesterday or the day before. Well, recently. Yesterday. It was yesterday. Couple guys who shouldn't be fighting anymore got new fights coming up. They should have just let Ferguson and Nick Diaz fight each other. It'd be a nice, fun, sad fight, and they can both ride off into the sunset holding hands, all bloodied up. But no, they scheduled Ferguson and Chiesa, and then they scheduled Nick Diaz coming back. I don't know if anyone asked him to come back, but he's coming back against Vicente Luque. I think Kevin Holland was talking about he might have gotten that fight. That would have been a fun fight. But Luque will be a good fight too. I think Luque will beat his ass. Just I think with Nick Diaz, it's just unfortunate that he decided to semi-hang him up when he did, because I think he had a lot of decent prime years left, or at least a handful of fights there. But he didn't, and he came back and had that fight against Robbie Lawler, which, I mean, listen, he's a tough human. That's what he showed in the Robbie Lawler fight. He's a tough guy, but he doesn't have enough to fight anymore. I mean, I think there's zero shot that he beats Luque. It'd be great if he did. Zero shot. Oh, and the Tyson fight, in the Tyson-Jake Paul fight, is teetering on the edge of maybe not happening. Mike Tyson had some sort of health issue. I guess he's okay, but is it a good idea for him to fight? We'll see. It's, I got some gunk in my throat. I'm trying to get over this sickness. I got a lot of stuff going on in the next 2 days. I can't be sick. However, I am. It's not that bad, though. It's a lot better than it was Tuesday. I just got some gunk in my throat. Shit like that. So, what was that noise? Dryer. Yes. Oh, shit. Did I wash clothes? No. Do I have any clean clothes? No. Also, no. Way to go, Tim. I can do that. I can say after the show, I'm going to put some in. Anyway, now we're talking about laundry. I, again, am waiting to see if Pulse is... Okay, he'll be here. Okay. All right. Pulse will be here, just not yet. So, we'll take it. Until then, well, that's when the show really starts, right? When my buddies get here, right? Especially because anything I talk about now, I'm going to have to talk about again when they get here. Like, we're definitely going to be talking about the fights. Definitely going to be talking about this Nick Diaz, Vicente Luque matchup, and the Ferguson Chiesa matchup, and whatever else was put on that card. I don't remember already. I forget. We'll look it up. I don't know what. Of course, I forget already. But and the chance of Tyson not fighting. Man, no baseball today. No Guardians today. They're off today. They lost 2 out of 3 in Denver, which, I mean, listen, Denver sucks, but that's a weird place to play. Like, you give up home runs in Denver, you don't give up anywhere else, and it's a weird adjustment for 3 games. So I'm not too concerned. Although the starting pitching is the weak spot of the Cleveland Guardians, which is rare for them, right? Because they usually have tons of pitchers. I mean, they have some good young pitchers. It's just, I mean, their ace is hurt. Their ace is gone for the year. He's done for the year. We're waiting on Gavin Williams. Carlos Carrasco's out, so we're having issues with injuries. Of course we are. But love the guards. Love them very much, but they could use some starting pitching help. I think they're going to be okay though, but they could definitely use some starting pitching help. Trevor Bauer is who I want, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we can only hope. You can only hope. I just poured a drink today. Oh, this is another thing we need to talk about. Oh, Negro League. Something happened yesterday. Big in baseball. They finally they added the Negro League stats to Major League stats. So because of that, Josh Gibson holds a bunch of records now, which is fun. It's great. Anyone who knows anything about baseball knows that Josh Gibson, apparently, even if they didn't see him play, which not many people did, but because he died very young. He died before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. So when he was playing for the Homestead Grays, that dude was a lot of hits, a lot of OPS. Which is weird that they didn't even take OPS then. They didn't look at OPS then, but they've gone back since and looked at all the clippings and all the box scores and all the information that they do have, and they make new stats out of things like OPS. I mean, that's a lot of work. Guys who go back physical news clippings. It's not like not all this stuff's on the internet. I mean, you can find some of it, but then sometimes you have to physically find a newspaper that had a box score from the Homestead Grays or whatever Negro League team and try to get this stuff together. There's a great story about this. I mean, he's an adult now, but I think when he started, he was a kid, like a young teenager. This kid, white kid, scrawny white kid that decided to help Negro League players get their pensions by helping them track down evidence that they played in the Negro Leagues. So that was cool. That's cool. And I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was doing it for a while. I'm sure there's other people doing it too. And at this point, I don't know how many more need his help because it's not like, the Negro League stopped a long time ago. But it was really cool to hear that story about how he's just digging through the internet, trying to find any evidence anywhere that these guys played. I forget what the minimum is for MLB pension, but he got a bunch of guys their MLB pensions. It's pretty cool. But anyway, we'll talk about that when those guys get here. And it was really funny. Pat McAfee, they were talking about it, and they had a writer, a black writer, talking about it. And Pat McAfee was having a hard time saying the word Negro League, and it was funny that every time he's like, oh, I don't want to say it. It just feels weird saying it. It feels weird saying it. Like, he was making a joke about it every time. And you could tell, like, the writer was getting annoyed by him. Like, he was making it worse. He was absolutely making it worse. I don't know how annoyed he was, but I know you could see by the look on his face that Pat was just making it worse by making a big deal out of it. And, and the black people that are on his show were like, dude, it's completely fine. That's the name of the league, right? It doesn't have any other name. That's the official name of the league, right? And it's not like it has the hard ER at the end. So you can say Negro League Baseball. But it was weird that he was making it worse than it had to be. Like, he was making a bigger deal out of it than it needed to be. Still like Pat McAfee, though, but that was funny. We need a studio like his. That's basically a basketball court, which is a studio cut out in it. You see the camera angle. The studio looks like a nice normal studio, and it is. But then the wide angle, it's just on a basketball court, which is crazy. That's neat. It's neat, but it's weird. We're just hanging out, talking nonsense until one of my co-hosts gets here. Making me do this on a day when I'm off limit. There's one. Hey, Pauls.
What's up, Mr. Danko? I don't know if you've heard, but Donald Trump found guilty on 34 felony counts. My question to you, do you believe he
did it? Yes.
Does he do a day in prison?
No. Even though each of those 34 counts has a max sentence of 4 years in prison, but like people who usually get those, I don't know how often they have 34 counts, but they usually don't get prison time.
34 felony counts, and they're already talking about probation. I'm like, it must be nice to be rich, like,
right?
Probation for 34 felonies.
and loved by a big segment of the country for some reason. But yeah, listen. I don't think it's going to affect his campaign that much.
That's what I was gonna add. Like,
Which is unfortunate. And listen, I obviously a lot of people don't agree with me, but there's no person on earth that I would vote for after that. Like, there's no one. Like, I mean, how about the other guy? No, there's no president. What
does he run and still possibly win?
Yes. It's still good. He's still running, and it will still be a very, very close race, and he may win. Yes, I doubt this does anything. Barely anything. It won't keep. Dude, I was just reading an article before I came on that said that he could run from prison and get himself out if he wins.
That's
100% true.
That's wild, bro. Like,
I know.
Like, he give himself a pardon?
Apparently, or something like that. But is it crazier that that's possible, or crazier that people would vote him in that situation?
I mean,
there's no one I would vote for, and that's like, if that was Biden, no way. If that was any president in the history of my lifetime, I would not vote for that person.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we'll see what happens come November, but I think people are so mad at Joe Biden that alone is gonna win Donald Trump the presidency. But it's like, geez, after today, like, everybody, like, if you look on CNN right now, they're talking about a historic day. But I'm like, nothing until I
don't think it's going to change much at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm put in cuffs and put into somebody's prison. I'm not going to, I don't know.
He won't do it. No, he won't do a day. Although that would be hilarious.
Not even like one of those club fed prisons that they
that's where he would go, but no, there's no way.
Like where Martha Stewart was?
He'll just is out playing tennis at a jumper.
Yeah. Like one of those prisons.
Yeah, no, that's where he would go. But yeah, there's no way. I'd be very surprised. Even though technically the maximum amount he can get is like 136 years. He won't get a day.
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I think Diddy's gonna go before.
No, I would say 100%. Yeah. So, they gonna find him? They find him yet?
I don't know. They got him on sex trafficking and drugs.
He fled. Do they know where he is?
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know.
No, he fled right away, but he left his kids to get arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really pay too much attention. That's about all I know about the Diddy thing.
Well, that's another charge then for fleeing. That's like
yeah, I don't know if he's back or not. I don't. Maybe Ray knows. I have no idea. I didn't. I haven't been keeping up with the Diddy, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, geez Louise. And in other news, damn it, my Dallas Mavericks were on the verge of the sweep, closing this out and going to the NBA Finals, and they fumbled the bag. Now they're going to game 6. Yeah, I think they're going to end it tonight. I hope
it's tonight. Yeah, they'll be fine.
I hope so. Yeah, they lost by 3. It was like 105 to 102. So high scoring affair, but
yeah, dude, I can't believe how good Kyrie's playing.
Yeah, right.
Good for him, though. I mean, other than the fact that he thinks the world is flat, I have no problem with him. Although he had a problem, like, obviously it's no longer a problem, right? Because he's not the guy in Dallas, right? He's the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
He used to have a problem with that, right? When he was in Cleveland, he had a problem with that. He did not like being the number 2 guy.
I mean,
maybe because he's older. I don't know.
I mean, historically,
7 years ago.
Well, I was gonna say historically, point guards are usually that. They're like, it's rare that a point guard is the team other than Allen Iverson. It's rare that a point guard
is Johnson. Yeah, there's not many. Yeah.
Magic.
I mean, even if the guy like John Stockton, he clearly made everyone better, but he still wasn't the guy. Even though I still think that Karl Malone doesn't have the career he has without John Stockton, but that's just me.
Although
John Stockton's kind of nuts now, but
Oh, really? What is he talking about?
He's a hard writer, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that doesn't surprise me. He's like a devout Mormon guy, so
I don't know if he's Mormon, but
I thought he was.
it's because he played in Utah his whole career.
Yeah.
Played in Utah, and he's from Spokane, Washington, right? He went to Gonzaga before Gonzaga was Gonzaga.
Yeah.
It's the only guy I ever heard of who went to Gonzaga before. Like, what the fuck's Gonzaga? It sounds like the first time you hear about it, it sounds like a fake school. Like, what the fuck is Gonzaga? Is this some country in Eastern Europe?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You only really hear about Gonzaga or Villanova when the tournament starts. Like, you don't hear about those schools any other time outside of the
thing about Gonzaga is they're on the we're in the West Coast, and they're in a small conference. So you hear about them at the beginning of the year when they're playing non-conference because they play big teams, and then you don't hear about them for a couple months, and then the tournament starts.
I know what I'm saying. Like, you don't hear about Gonzaga or Villanova football.
And Villanova's in the old the new Big East, which isn't nothing. It was nothing like the old Big East, so it's not much of a conference anymore either. I mean, it's smaller schools. It's not a power conference like it used to be. There's good teams there, but that's not like it used to be.
Freedom guy. Salute, brother.
What's up?
Yeah. Oh, also, I think we mentioned this on last on Tuesday, but in case I didn't, I'll just reiterate. Are you familiar with the theory of Paulo Costa and the belt switching hands?
Yeah, but I mean, what would that have to do with anything?
Well, they had the press conference today, and I gotta say, man, like as we draw closer to Saturday, I don't know. I'm feeling more and more confident, not just so much on the main event, but the co-main. I like Paulo's chances against Sean Strickland.
Oh no, that I do. Yeah, I can absolutely see that happening. That wouldn't surprise me too much at all. Porier would shock me. Like really shock me. Like glitch in the Matrix style shock me.
Well, I was talking in the Discord to somebody earlier. I'm like, if he does this, he's got to knock him out. Got to separate him from consciousness.
Yeah, that's the only way on earth it happens.
You're not beating him into a decision. You're not going to submit him either because he's too good on the ground.
Dude, what if... This is what I want. I want Dustin Porier to wrestle fuck him for 5 rounds. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, no, I mean...
He can't stuff Dustin's takedowns. That's what I want.
That's what, yeah, so I think Sonosi brought it up. He's like, or maybe it was somebody else, but he's like, or was it you, Freedom Guy? But he's like, what if he submits him by guillotine? And I'm like, that's just...
I think he's too smart for that.
In high-level MMA, guillotines don't work. And especially the later the fight goes on, when they get all sweaty, if you're going to pull off a ghillie, it has to be when early in the fight when they're both relatively dry.
At least not the one I think he's talking about when he's saying, like, what if he gets him when he shoots? I don't think that's going to happen.
No, if he's going to catch him, when he shoots, you got to catch him with a knee, an uppercut, something right up the middle. Then again, a lot of those guys, maybe it's because they have beards, they have neck beards, but their chins are made out of something different. They can take punishment that normal people can't. Maybe
their facial hair is made out of chicken wire.
Yeah, it's like Samson in the Bible. They're like they can. I don't know, but yeah, I would love to see this happen. As I was saying last stream, I like Dustin Poirier. This is the only thing he never did was become a full-time champ. He has an opportunity Saturday night to do it. Will he? I can't.
No, he won't. But it might be fun to watch him try.
But you're not going to watch though, right?
No, I can't. Well, I can't afford it right now, and also I'm gonna be at Saturday. I'll be at my buddy's house, so I'll be looking at checking the Google to see who won.
Okay, you just check the replay. I'm sure, right?
If dude had a staph infection, he could be more vulnerable than usual. I'm neutral now. I was thinking Porier didn't have much of a chance before this.
Oh week. Yes, did you see that? So Islam Makhachev has. Yeah, he has pretty kind of bad staph on his left leg, so they're saying that might be
letting him fight. Apparently, it's not that bad. If you're letting him fight, if it was that bad, they wouldn't let him fight.
Yeah,
because I mean, obviously, staph infections are very contagious. So, There's
But
no.
I'm saying, do
it
you
was-
think
it may have been
if
bad a couple weeks ago.
if Poirier is smart, does he target that left leg? Does he start kicking the shit out of it, trying to?
Oh, maybe, but only if that makes sense to his game plan. I don't know.
Well, like I said, if he's gonna win, you gotta knock him out. So
Right, and like I said, I highly doubt that happens. But yeah, but like I said, how long ago was it? And I think he's fine. He's not a normal human. You forget that too.
well,
I don't know.
like,
Islam Makhachev's from a different planet. Right?
Well,
That
so how do you
Pakistan is not on Earth.
how do you fight Staph with like antibiotics, right?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Don't they kind of make you a little weaker?
It depends. I don't know. It depends what kind you're taking.
I mean, like you said, immune system. So that would speak to his endurance, right?
In theory. But I would be very surprised if it affects him so much that he would lose to Porier.
That and I heard that Khabib is not going to corner him. So that's like,
okay.
I'm just saying, you would want to be full force. You would want, would not want to have Khabib in your corner.
I think he'll be just fine.
Maybe
I'd be
so.
surprised. Listen, I'd still be very. I mean, what it was 420. It was a plus 425 underdog. Porier was last I checked, so I'm sure it's about the same.
Damn, 4-1.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah, that's a lot for a championship fight. I mean,
Yeah, it really is though. Like 4-1. Damn, that's like they don't give him no shot.
Poirier's gone the distance 6 times, and Neckbeard only once. Well, that's because he's beating the fuck out of people. That's why he hasn't gone the distance, because he's finishing everybody.
And that's
Yeah,
true.
I don't care what he has. I think there's no shot on earth that Poirier wins this fight. But I've been wrong before, but I highly doubt I'm wrong on this one.
Yeah, like I said I wouldn't mind seeing an upset here. I don't see it
No,
happening.
I would love to see it. I'd absolutely love to see it. It'd be.
I would
awesome.
love to be
Kidding
wrong.
me?
Like come Monday, if Poirier is champ, I'll be glad.
Yeah, and plus Ray will have a fit about it, which that will be great.
What do you think happens next? Because after that, finally they confirmed that McGregor versus Chandler is official. If Poirier becomes champ, what do they do? What do they like? I guess they would probably give Islam a rematch. So
Yeah, number one, he had the rematch right away. But
what if he takes him out in the first round?
You still get a rematch. I mean, Volk wasn't even champion, and he gave him a rematch, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on. I forgot that the decision was the first one.
Yeah.
I forgot. So that was backwards. But anyway, but still, I think they give him one no matter what. Especially because there's no, I don't know if everyone's like, oh no, you got to let Sharukian fight him. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe after the rematch.
But then again, what if it's like a hellacious knockout? You probably think he's on some type of medical suspension.
Yeah, but it would never be 2-3 months afterwards. It'd be maybe the end of the year, at earliest. You really never run rematches back that quick.
Yeah.
And I think sometime this year they're still trying to squeeze in Jones and Stipe at MSG sometime this year, but I don't know. Depends when Jones is ready.
Okay, so yeah, when is fight week? Is that in the fall, right?
No, it's in summer. It's like July.
Okay.
Yeah. So it won't be for that, but is that the week of the McGregor card? I don't know.
I'm just saying, out of all the champs, like, haven't they all fought since, like, when Grasso fought Shevchenko? Isn't she the only one who hasn't fought since?
I don't know. I don't know. Pennington hasn't fought in a while either.
Oh, I forgot about her.
What else? Well, obviously John Jones,
Yeah.
but all the other ones, I guess. Edwards is coming up, right? Edwards is coming up.
Yeah. So what do you make of that? Like, Bilal has no shot, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I like Bilal, and he definitely deserves that shot. I was actually going to be pissed for him if they didn't give it to him, because they promised it to
Jersey,
him.
but he's the the least entertaining guy. He's like a manila envelope. Like there's nothing to him.
Maybe there'll just be another eye poke, and that'll be the end of it. Manila envelope, that's racist, Pauls. I think hopefully Edwards beats the hell out of him, so it's interesting. But yeah, it might not be great. Yeah, that card's okay. And Blades Aspinall again. Okay, fine. Did you see? They're bringing back all these old people. They should what?
Is that been confirmed? Blades versus Aspinall?
Yeah, that's on the England card.
Okay.
They keep bringing back these old people who shouldn't be fighting anymore. They giving Ferguson another fight against Michael Chiesa. I don't know why.
Ooh, I forgot to mention Nick Diaz is coming back.
That's what I was gonna say next. Yeah, and Diaz and Vicente Luque. Which why?
Yeah. Well, somebody is saying, do you think that Vicente Luque will do the favors for him like people are claiming Nico Price did for Robbie Lawler?
I hope not. I really hope not. But I hope Luque just beats the fuck out of him. I mean, listen, I like Nick Diaz. I was saying before you came on that I could wish that Diaz didn't, semi-retire when he did, because I think he had some more fights left in his prime, but we didn't get to see. But now we have a old Nick Diaz who really shouldn't be fighting anymore. I mean, we saw, I guess, the Robbie Lawler fight, which, what was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? What was that now? Two years ago?
Like 2 years ago. But the thing is, out of all the people on the Court McGee is still on the roster. Why didn't they book Nick Diaz versus Court McGee? Because they're of the same era. Court McGee was back.
Also, it wouldn't matter who he fought. People would watch it no matter what. It doesn't matter who you put him up against. Kevin Holland was talking like he was going to get that fight at one point, but
against Diaz,
yeah.
Oh, that would have been brutal.
But Luque, whatever. I don't think he's going to beat Luque. I mean, Luque is getting older too, but I don't think he's. I mean, we saw when he fought Lawler, and I was going to say a while ago that he's still a tough human being. It's just he's just not going to have. He might stick around a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be very interesting.
You know what?
Actually, very good shot that it's sad.
If he makes it out of the first round, I consider that a dub for Nick.
I don't think he should be doing it, man. I bet the UFC doesn't think he should be doing it either, but they wanted to make money, and they will make money. So
that's what I was gonna say. You think he squandered his money, and he needs some money, or some weed money, or something?
I have a hard time believing that the Diaz brothers live above their means. I don't feel like those kind of guys, are they? Like, I feel like they might be. I don't know.
No, you're right. Like, I feel like Nick Diaz probably drives the El Camino or something like that. Like, I don't think they
probably got a lot of good weed in their house, but besides that, I don't.
What I'm saying, like, they don't eat meat. Like, they don't seem like the type of guys that would go out and get Mercedes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
I see this banner right here. Are we being joined by?
Oh, I'm not looking. Hold on, it's right here. Well, he'll put himself on if he wants to come on.
Okay.
I think
it says "Let's go, Brandon."
I'm afraid to put this on. Hold on. Hello?
Facts.
I don't think he's ready yet. Hold on. He'll come on when he comes on. He's probably on his way. Yeah, I just think this fight's stupid. I mean, also why did they have Ferguson fight Diaz? Like, I'm like that. I don't know who's gonna win that fight.
Moss brought that up too. That would have been. I feel like that
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have made a lot more sense. I mean, those are two guys who shouldn't be fighting anymore, but let's make them fight each other instead of get their ass kicked by somebody else.
I mean, anybody else that's on the roster. Well, so apparently, did I hear right? Mickey Gall is back?
Yeah, he's fighting. Is it Saturday he's fighting?
Wouldn't that have been a better choice, Nick Diaz versus Mickey Gall?
Not better than Nick Diaz and Tony Ferguson. I feel like if you're going to give Tony Ferguson anybody, give him Nick Diaz.
I kind of feel like Mickey Gall, he might beat him, but he's not going to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I think that's why they gave Ferguson Chiesa, because if he beats him, because you're thinking, well, Tony can still, he still has a good ground game, right? So Chiesa's going to fight him that way. He's going to try to take him down. So maybe
That
that's
surprised me too.
But
I thought Chiesa retired. Like,
no, he's still fighting. I'm going to say they both maybe should be done, and I like Chiesa, but he's about the end of the rope there. He's doing TV and shit. And like usually when guys start doing TV, they win less. That's been except Daniel Cormier. That guy was winning championships when he was doing
and Anthony Smith. Like I see him on
and Anthony Smith's winning some, but he's up and down. I'm still surprised he won his last one. Oh, I thought I was going over the sickness, so I'm trying to talk and I get all this gunk in my throat. And I'm trying to catch my breath. That sound good?
You got COVID 1942 or what?
I don't think so. It's a cold of some sort. I think I'm all right. No, I'm supposed to go to a concert with Ray tomorrow, and then the fight's on Saturday, and I'm gonna have to wait and see tomorrow. I mean, I feel like, well, before this show started, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I'll be fine for tomorrow. But I'm talking and I'm running out of breath, so I don't know. We'll see. It depends how I feel tomorrow.
Who y'all going to see, man?
10 years.
10 years or 10 ears?
10 years. Why? With the
Never
why?
heard of them. What genre of music is that?
They're a hard rock band, I guess. Progressive hard rock, I guess. I don't know. 10 years sounds like 10 years. I don't know. They had a big hit like 15 years ago called Wasteland, but I mean, they still play them on rock radio stations. Like if you listen to rock, like new rock radio, they play 10 years. But I don't have any new rock station by me, but I just keep paying attention to them. I've seen them a few times. I've seen them. First time I saw them was in 2008.
Okay.
And the last time I think was about 10 years ago. So it's at it's a small place called the Grog Shop. It should be all right.
The Garage Shop?
Grog.
Oh, Grog. I was going to say the Garage Shop. That sounds like a small venue.
Yeah, there's one in Flint, Michigan called the Machine Shop, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the 302 lineup. It's really top heavy, the main card. Other than that, it's not really a stacked pay-per-view.
Yeah. Holland's on it, right? Holland, OJ-Check?
Kevin Holland's on it.
Not OJ-Check.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name, but he's
Alan J-Check, right? It's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Holland's bouncing back after that fight with MVP pretty quickly. Let me pull it up right now. Okay. Yeah, it's not really I feel like we kind of got spoiled with 299 and 300 because they were stacked.
301 was all right. 301 was kind of a bummer, but
okay, yeah. So Makhachev, Porier, Strickland versus Costa, Kevin Holland versus Michael Olejniczak.
Olejniczak. Oh, that's right, Olejniczak.
Good enough pronunciation. And then welterweight matchup: Nico Price versus Alex Morono.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's a decent strap.
I mean, that's on the main card, though?
Yeah.
Nah, that has feature prelim written all over it, but okay.
Yeah, right. And
but
then
that should be fun, though.
Another welterweight bout to round off the main card. Randy Brown taking on, Elizu Zaleski. I give up.
No, keep trying.
Zaleskidus. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's a decent card, nothing to write home about. But yeah, the main and the co-main is really all I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And as far as on the prelims, you got Roman Kopylov. Oh, you got Jelton Almeida versus Alexander Romanov.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I feel like that should have been on the main card.
Yeah, over Price and Morano. I'm Morano. I mean, I like them. They're good, but yeah, that's weird. But I mean, they have to. You have to have something on the feature prelim. You got to have a feature prelim that's got to get people to buy pay-per-views. I understand that. That's
Yeah.
why I usually do that. Like a lot of times, the feature prelim seems like might be a more entertaining matchup than the first on the first fight on the pay-per-view. For that reason, because they're trying to sell pay-per-views. I get it.
Yeah.
You see those guys two guys go at it hard, and you're like, oh man, I'm in the mood. I got to watch more fights. I get it.
You got Grant Dawson bouncing back after that loss to Bobby Green. That upset against Joe Selecki. Philip Rowe versus Jake Matthews. Decent.
Joe Selecki sounds like the name of a sandwich maker in the North.
He does. Joe Selecki. He just sounds like he's from the East Coast with a name.
Selecki
like
subs, yeah.
Yeah. And then Mickey Hall versus that guy Basil Hafez, who took Jack Della Maddalena to a war in 3 rounds.
What is it? What's his name? Basil what?
Basil Hafez.
That sounds like some sort of vegetarian dish, some sort of vegan food.
Yeah, no, some type of Greek dish.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even have a Wikipedia, so that just shows you where he's at with it.
He ain't even got no Wikipedia. Yeah.
And then Aline Perez versus Jocelyn Edwards. So this ain't definitely in a card I'm gonna be paying $59.99 for. But
$59.99 it's like $80 after taxes now. It's fucking ridiculous.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So the week after, we have Jared Cannonier versus Imavov.
They say that's they're saying it was the CEO of TKO, whatever it's called now, Mark Shapiro. He said that he could see possibly in the future, after the ESPN deal ends in 25. I'm sure they're going to have some sort of a bidding war, but they see a scenario where they are on a paid subscription service, and if you have that subscription, you get the pay-per-views for free, like what wrestling's doing.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind that.
That would be pretty great.
Listen, I would like to support the UFC, but it's just in this economy.
I know it's expensive.
And so this fight night card coming up the week after is not even arguably, it's more stacked. You got Cannonier versus Nasruddin Imavov. You got Dominic Reyes finally coming back, light heavyweight, to test his chin out again against Dustin Jacoby. Feel like he's going to get knocked out?
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to that guy. Well, I mean, the Yuri fight, he got really fucked up.
Yes.
But
it was all downhill after John Jones. Like, I feel he won that fight.
Pretty damn close.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, that really was one of the biggest surprises to me since we started this show. It was that Reyes just fell off. So hopefully he can come back. Because I really thought he was going to be the next guy at light heavyweight. And that's a division that the belt has changed hands a bunch since John Jones left. So.
But then the third fight from the top, you got Raul Rosas and his oblong chin.
Giant Jay Leno chin.
Right. Versus Ricky Turcios. You've got Julian Marquez facing some guy named Zachary Reese.
Ricky Turcios sounds like a backup point guard you get from somewhere in Europe.
Yeah. Got Miguel Baeza versus Punalehi Soriano. Thiago Moises versus Ludovic Klein.
That's next week?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week.
That's the week after next. No, I'm just saying in comparison to the pay-per-view.
You're getting me confused.
No, I'm just listening. And then you have versus Montana De La Rosa. This is arguably, why aren't they charging $59.99 for this card? You got Cody Stamen versus Taylor Lapilus. This is a way better card. They got it backwards. Why are you? Nobody's gonna buy that shit on Saturday.
I don't know. You never get the real numbers with the pay-per-views. They hide that shit. They lie. Everybody lies about pay-per-view numbers.
Yeah.
Unless they're good. If they're good, they don't lie. But yeah, I don't expect it to be great. I mean, Porier is popular and Makhachev is dominant. That's good. And most people believe that there's no chance that Costa Strickland isn't a great fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Strickland, former champion, you got his name to add to the name value for what that's worth. Live from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. You ever been there?
Newark, I've been to the airport.
Okay. It just sounds like it's a hard place, man. Like Newark.
Newark?
Yeah, it sounds like tough people are from there.
I don't know. I mean, it's what New Jersey is altogether, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's tough people from everywhere.
That's true.
Except for maybe California. A lot of pussies out there. Now, there's tough people from out there, too. And the Diaz brothers.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, so, you know, they always talk about being from the mean streets of Stockton. I saw a picture one time of Stockton, California. Maybe it was just this one picture that I saw.
Yeah, every town does have mean streets, you know. I mean,
not the picture I saw. These are like well manicured lawns.
Yeah. Well, every city has both those places. You know, has nice spots and bad spots. You know, so I don't know. I'm sure there's a ghetto in Salt Lake City.
I bet you it's the cleanest ghetto that it is, though.
Just a bunch of homeless Mormons.
Yeah, bro.
Like, how do you always get your white shirt so clean, man? You don't even have a home. Your slacks are always pressed. How is that even possible?
It's like Chael Sonnen. He's always talking about, I'm from the mean streets of Westland, Oregon. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but Chael Sonnen is one of those people who would just say that no matter where he's from.
Yeah, but I gotta see.
Cody Garbrandt talks about that too. He's like, well, I grew up, man. You had to grow up fighting. I'm like, really? Well, I grew up in the same place.
Wait, where is he from? I know he's from Ohio, but like
he's from Yorksville, which is is adjacent to where I live, just down the street from me.
Okay, so it's like on the outskirts of Cleveland.
No, it's down by me. It's like an hour and a half from Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's farm country, or like you know, it's rural, like where I live. Like I said, his town is adjacent to mine, and
okay.
But he was in town a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I remember you told me. I was hoping there's a slight chance we might be able to reach out and get him on.
Well, I mean, he's Ali. He's with Ali, and he doesn't let him do interviews.
Oh, Ali Abdelaziz?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that guy? Like
I don't know. I mean, I think the only people who like that guy are his clients. Everyone else.
Yeah, the fighters really seem to cut for him, but like everybody else.
Yeah, they're like, hate doing business with that guy. Well, because he probably is an asshole businessman, but he probably gets what he wants for his guys. So it's a good guy to have in your corner, but not a guy you want to be on the other side of the table from.
But is that the thing? Like he doesn't let his top guys do media?
That's part of it, yeah. Yeah, none of his guys do interviews. I mean, they'll do a few, right? They'll do the big ones, but they won't do podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
Which is whatever, man. Like I said, if we started this a couple years before, we probably could have had him on. But
how were y'all able to acquire? What's her name?
Who?
Jessica.
Yeah, Ray went through her management.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were fine with it. So, yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, she was real cool. I'm trying to look through sports news of today. It's really a slow day.
Well, yesterday had more. Well, I mean, you see that the Tyson-Paul fight is iffy now, if it's going to happen. Tyson,
what's up with that?
I don't know what it was specifically, but Tyson had some sort of health scare. So, now they're, thinking, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Chael Sonnen's already talking like he's going to fight him. He's going to fight Paul. He's going to be all juiced up.
Out of anybody, I heard he was going to box Anderson Silva, which, I'm not really excited for that either. But damn, out of anybody
I remember Chael Sonnen throwing a punch. Not on his feet, at least.
I wish David Tua would step in.
Wasn't that the guy who's supposed to fight Mike Hunt?
Yeah. Ooh, that would a Mark Hunt.
Mark Hunt, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It depends. And I don't know how bad the Tyson thing was, and he had like a month and a half or something, right? So we'll see. You see that Major League Baseball incorporated the Negro League.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
Yeah, Negro League stats and then the MLB stats, which means like the all-time hitting leader is now Josh Gibson,
Right.
which is interesting.
And
But I mean,
guess-
he died at like 35. He had a brain tumor, so he didn't even get a shot at playing the major leagues because Robinson wasn't even until after he died. So
I guess now somebody like Satchel Paige is probably like the all-time saves leader or something like that.
no, I don't think so. But Page did play in major leagues.
Yeah, he did, like the tail end of his career, but he played till he was like in his 50s though.
I think it was officially like 45, but people say he was like 10 years older than he told people. So no one really knows for sure. But yeah, he was great. He helped the Indians win the World Series in '48. So yeah, but yeah, everyone's talking now about Josh Gibson's numbers. He died in like 1940, but
Yeah.
he played for Homestead Grays in Pittsburgh. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's good and it's good. I mean, it should be that. But
Well, as far as the sport of baseball specifically, how much like from that era to now, like you don't like the game really hasn't changed that much, has it?
a lot less than every other sport.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
how well, not even in the 40s, but like say in the 70s, like how well would those guys, like how well would Roberto Clemente do in today's game? Would he be a superstar?
He'd be pretty good, I think. And it would. I mean, like if you brought the time machine out and brought him in from the time machine to the lineup, he'd have a slump. Probably he'd have an issue because I think there's more guys that throw hard now than they do. Like there isn't somebody who throws 120, but there are more guys that throw 100. Right? Everybody has somebody who throws 100. So he'd have to get used to that. But I think he absolutely could. It would just take a minute.
Okay, but what's the guy's name? The 44 caliber killer. They from Son of Sam. What's the guy's name? He used to play for the Yankees. The original Mr. October. What was his name?
Oh, Jackson, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. Yes. How would he fare? Would he be a power hitter?
It'd be the same thing, man. It would take. He'd have an adjustment period, but he'd probably be okay. I'm sure they would be really good eventually.
Reggie Jackson now?
Yeah, in 2024. Would he still
I think
be?
actually Reggie Jackson would be one of the top home run hitters right now.
It would take a minute.
Crushing it like that?
I think he'd be busting the fuck out of the ball. I really do.
Okay, but like if I were to say how would Babe Ruth fare, I don't think Babe Ruth would play. Like I don't even think
he'd be DH probably. He'd be a DH or a pitcher.
I don't think he's athletic enough to even suit up for today's game. Like he's.
Have you looked at Bartolo Colon or anybody in the last 10 years? He would have been fine.
You know what, Bartolo Colon,
he didn't play against the best players then.
Despite Bartolo Colon's flabbiness, he's actually an athlete. Like he's a real athlete.
Dude, he's still playing at Pakistan or some shit.
Certain guys like Prince Fielder, they're surprisingly like agile and fit despite their size, you know.
I love Prince Fielder.
I wouldn't say that about Babe Ruth. Just looking back at old tape of him, he didn't seem like he was in the gym too often.
Yeah, but that's what was great about him because they talked about he was just like getting hammered all the time and eating like.
Yeah, he's always at a buffet.
Right, and then he's half hammered, gets up to the plate and hits nukes. It's great.
All right, Freedom Guy. He took a hit today. Sorry about that. But yeah.
Now that you're here, Ray,
it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
Yeah, I wanted your reaction to the news today. What do you have?
I'm good. Me and Hearns had a little bit of a conversation earlier about it, and
okay. Can I just one question? Does he do a day in prison?
No. There's no way. but he now has that stink on him that the Democrats wanted for sure. They wanted
like
to
he
make him
didn't-
out to be this criminal.
It's not
So
like
he
didn't
really
do it,
is.
though.
He really is the Teflon Don, the Teflon Donald Trump. He can get away with murder.
You can.
Well, he's not getting away with it, but he's not going to jail. Most people don't go to jail for that.
I've already heard probation, and it's like 34 felony counts, and you get probation.
He's
He'll pardon himself when he wins.
Well, for sentencing, yeah, and at least Anko is kind of realistic
Felony,
about
not
it. I'm
misdemeanor, felony.
I know it's
I'm
not going
away.
to. I know it's not going to matter because I don't
Are
have.
they
I don't
gonna
have
do
enough
it on
faith in
papers?
the voters to know if it's going to matter.
He's got a probation. He's got to go to a probation office in New York before sentencing,
Yes, I
and they're gonna do some kind of like fucking thing about him to the judge and all this stuff. And
can't wait for the disheveled probation officer who like gets that name on his fucking sheet. You fucking kidding me?
You think they'll make him wear an ankle monitor?
That'd be hilarious.
No, because like I said,
Hilarious when he's
before,
still
like,
at the very least a very, very close election, no matter what.
no,
the
but
very
it's like
least.
some like because I was thinking like, okay, yeah, he's rich, whatever, but then some rich people do go to prison. Martha Stewart,
Sure.
she's got millions, and she went to prison.
Yeah, but it's more than money now.
It's power. Yeah, it's like
it's not going to jail. But like I said, when I told you most people don't actually, although the maximum is multiple years in prison, most people don't even get that with that same crime. Most people don't get that. So he won't get that if most people don't get it.
Though, dog. Most. You just used a big word that I don't even think
there's
the fucking judge
well,
who sentenced him.
Yeah, but you just said there's no way he goes to prison. So, and
Well,
I believe you.
but-
There's no way. I said 0% chance.
I don't buy this. I mean, they use the things that like their statute of limitations completely fucking went bye 4 fucking years ago. But yeah,
Man,
that's something
he
you're
was
gonna hold
convicted
on
by
to?
a jury. If it was just a judge, it'd be one thing. But it was convicted by a
But
jury.
that's a New York jury. They're gonna hate Donald Trump because he only got 5% of the vote the last time they were even in the election.
I'm sure there's some people on that jury that voted for him. Yeah, probably not. Probably 4 at most. Yeah.
No, probably 2, and the rest were all fucking.
Freedom Guy makes a good point. I've said this. I think this actually boosts his stock amongst like.
A lot of people are saying that. I hope it does.
It's like gives him street credibility.
Because it's all kind of fucked up right now. Shit's fucked up.
I mean, I think he's done worse things than what he's got convicted for, but
I know, but he got let go on a lot of those too. So
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Well, I'm just saying, if it was 34 felony counts, how many different charges were there? Were there more?
No, this was. I'm not just talking about different shit.
At one point.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is just a fraction of what he potentially could have.
I don't know. All I can speak for, the only person I can speak for is myself, and there's no one on earth that I would vote for after that. This is me, though. Obviously, that's not any other people. There's not a single person I could think of I would vote for after that. But that's obviously not everyone, right? That's just me.
Listen, to me, voting is certainly a privilege. But the thing is, like, if I don't like either candidate, I just won't vote for them either. Like,
write your own name in. Let's all do that. Let's all write Pulse's name in.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Pulse for president.
Dude, I don't expect my vote to count much in Ohio anyway. I'm gonna get a vote. I'm gonna vote. But
Well, nationally, I always say, nationally, it doesn't matter really that much unless you live in a swing state. But locally, I take voting very seriously. I mean,
the local
actually
elections,
go.
yeah. But I mean, like the presidential election, if I don't like either candidate, I won't buy.
It
Like,
doesn't matter. I mean, that's throwing away a vote either way. But like, because you're one of 38, 380 million people in this country.
my call for the election is the same it was about a year ago. Well, as soon as we knew he was going to be the Republican nominee, it was my same call. Is that Biden will win the popular vote, but Trump will probably edge him in the electoral college. That's my guess.
Probably.
Which I mean, still, it's a silly way we do things, but whatever. It's the way we do things. So whatever. We're not gonna
I wish
don't
I
have to
could
get into
fucking-
the merits of the Electoral College.
No, yeah.
Although it is, I mean, I don't know how anyone can say it's not silly. It's fucking silly, but whatever. But it's
Well,
what we
I'm
do.
trying
So
I'm trying to get this to where I can, like, there we are, kind of. I got a little levity right now because I do want to bring some, because I've had a day, boys.
but you're okay? Is everything all right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the show. It's a better not to be said on air kind of thing. And
Gosh, what
but-
happened? Fuck.
Well, work was shit today, but it was productive, but shit. And then some, I got a parking ticket for leaving my car on the thing, but that's not.
What the hell is
biggest thing I'm
this?
angry
This is Harvey Weinstein taking on his accusers.
I was about to say, like,
No, I was
this is
about to
like
say, this is
the
this
Chris
is what
Brown
happens
fight
when the-
league.
I like Pulse's joke a lot on that one. That was good. See, this to me is women want to talk about being physically equal. There's no differences between men and women. Women can knock out any men.
Is this?
I give you.
Who says that?
There's been plenty of people who have said it. Even
No,
our own
that-
politicians who have said, "Oh, Serena Williams can beat like the 400th man in the world or whatever."
No, that's silly.
How
That's
did
not
this
true.
get sanctioned? Tell me this is not like.
Well, not in this country.
Okay, I'm about to say this can't be
It
America.
does say Las Vegas for some reason on the cage. So
There's
Vegas
no
likes
way.
to get naughty sometime.
I'm just gonna say it. Even if this guy wins, which I hope he did, I'm sure he did. You can't even be proud of this
Look at him
shit. Like, you
knocking
should
this
be-
bitch out.
That's, yeah, dude. Who takes that fight as a man? That's fucked up. Anyway, but Las
Goddamn
Vegas.
hero.
I could absolutely see a Russian promotion that calls himself the Las Vegas Fight Promotion in Russia. We are Las
Yeah.
Vegas Fight Promotion. We very legitimate.
Big money, man. We do it this way and then we disco everybody. We disco.
That's the kind of that would be my fight promotion, dude. There would be a disco ball above the cage.
I'm surprised that like circus fights has never fucking like done that where it's like two women against like Butterbean or some shit.
Every time you do a Russian accent impersonation, it sounds like you don't mess with the Zohan for some reason. And I know he was like from the Middle East, but yeah, that dance.
Yeah, usually it's my Russian is more like this, but then all of a sudden it can go, bro. What's up? How you doing? You want some chains? I got gold chains for you, bro. This Toshiba guts. VCR Toshiba guts. You want vape pen? All right.
I mean,
Ugh.
Ray, you're gonna get like a day of decision on whether or not I'm coming up tomorrow. I mean, I definitely want to, obviously, right? That was a plan, but I'm still a little sick. I'm not that bad. I mean, better than I was, but like I'm having a breathing issue when I talk a lot. Like just sitting around, I feel fine, right? But it's like when I start walking around, I get a little short of breath. So, well, I can handle the concert. The only thing is, well, number one, I don't want to get anybody else sick, but at this point, I don't really know how contagious I am because I'm on the back end of it. But it's staying with Alan. That's the thing, right? So I got to talk to him too.
Pulse, I have a question.
Yo,
Tim just brought up something that I think we both can tell him why he gets out of breath talking, and it
more than
involves a
usual.
scale and not walking.
More than usual. All right.
Yeah, because you're over 300 pounds, man. You don't do anything. Like,
all
no
you
offense.
need is listen.
Really? Because a ton fucking taken, right? Anyway, but
I mean,
but,
I'm losing weight though.
I'm not
all
talking about
you
you.
need-
I'm just saying that. Listen, a couple days ago, I wasn't breathing like this. I'm breathing like this because I'm sick, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm sick.
I get
No,
it.
I get that. But
That's what
after
I'm
you
saying.
shake this,
Usually I'm not. I don't breathe when I talk. Breathe heavy when I talk, dude. Only when I'm sick.
After you
Okay.
shake this cold, all you
I'm
need.
not saying I'm not fat, but I'm saying the reason I'm being short of breath when I talk is because I'm sick. Anyway, keep going, folks. I'm sorry.
All you need, Tim, bro. All you need is it's called LISS.
Ozempic.
LISS. Low intensity steady state walking. Listen to your
That's
favorite
awful.
podcast.
I don't have a favorite. All podcasts are garbage.
Okay, well, load your favorite playlist of whatever music. And
All music is terrible. I'm Mormon now.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Music does kind of suck right now. Like somebody was asking me, who do I side with, Drake or Kendrick Lamar? I'm like, man, I really don't like.
I get
Both
it,
of those are two millionaires that are mad at each other. Why do I give a damn about what they like? I don't.
No, I'll listen. I'll load up chiropractic ASMR videos and then I'll walk to that.
I watch those.
Just popping.
I've told you, I get secondhand relief from watching other people get their back cracked.
It makes me want to go, but I don't know. The thing is, you just pick a chiropractor and you hope you don't pick the town quack.
The Freedom guys said it. Intermittent fat. This works wonders. I can attest to this.
I intermittent fast when I sleep all day.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I guess so. If you're sleeping, you're not eating.
I just need to go to the doctor, and as soon as they figure out that I'm at least pre-diabetic, they'll put me on Ozempic.
Dark Matter, what's up, bro?
My whole family's getting on that shit. But did you see the new South Park special? It is fucking amazing. It's so fucking funny.
I heard they were ranking on Lizzo. I gotta see it.
Yeah, that was great. It's great.
Oh man, I gotta see that.
Yeah, if people can't afford Ozempic, they prescribe them Lizzo.
Yeah, I grew up on South Park, man. I need to check that out.
It's one of the funniest things I did in a while. I mean, I think they're all great, but that's one of the funniest. It's really fucking funny. I loved it. Yeah, Cartman's trying to get on Ozempic. It's hilarious.
Don't get on Ozempic, please. Do research for real, Freedom Guy.
Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I usually trust the people who I'm paying to be the doctor. So I know that seems strange, but
yeah, you shouldn't do that, kid. You don't know where that fucking degree was.
Guadalajara.
Doctorate from Lakeland Community College.
Happy Friday. No, it's Friday for you. It's not Friday for us yet, but we're getting
What are you
there.
dealing with today, Dark? What kind of stuff are you handling? I had bed bugs twice yesterday. So
40-foot spiders and a steering wheel on the wrong side of the car.
Dude, I had a scare, by the way, the other day that you'll enjoy.
Yeah, hey, the shots were fine for me. I don't know. I was fine with it. They worked until I stopped taking boosters.
My wife is a nurse, if that helps. I mean, kinda. My girlfriend's going to nursing school. But dude, what was I gonna tell you? There was something I was gonna tell you about something.
She's going to Kent State. It has one of the best nursing programs around.
No, she's doing Tri-C.
They have a nursing program?
They do, yeah.
Dude, if I went to somewhere and I found out my nurse had a degree from Tri-C, I'd be like,
my diabetes starts here.
Yeah. Right. That Liz Blanc joke. How do I spell Stanford?
Yeah.
TRYC. Yeah.
TRIC-C.
Yeah.
That's a great joke. Ray, bruv, just get 3 ant services to go, then a long weekend. Bed bugs, huh? Was there many? It was actually one place they had like one on a fucking table, and then the other place didn't have anything anywhere near where I needed to be, but I treated it anyway because that's kind of protocol. So. But yeah,
listen, the research I do is I read all the pamphlets for the medication they give me before I take it. That's the research I do.
Why are you doing that? That's written by the drug company. That's like a pig giving his fucking somebody that's about to eat him the menu.
Well, here's the thing. If my doctor, who I pay to be my doctor, says it's a good idea, then like who do I know that has a better opinion than? Now, I'm not saying they might not be wrong. But I'm just saying, like, who am I gonna go to? I don't know. Like, I also don't trust a bunch of people screaming on the internet. I don't ever, man. So I'd rather trust my home family doctor than someone screaming on the internet. But listen, if other people do that, that's their own prerogative, and you can do whatever you want. So
I've realized over the years, most things on the internet are capped.
Yeah.
They like, I don't believe.
And I don't disagree with you, Freedom Guy. That Big Pharma is trying to kill us. That's obvious. That's obvious. I mean, look what happened to fucking Sacklers and shit.
I mean, honestly, I think.
Of course,
I
if we
think,
die, we can't buy medication, but still, maybe not kill us, but they don't give a fuck.
I think what it all boils down to be your optimal, healthiest, just eat whole foods, man. Like, just
Like the whole pizza.
right. No. I mean, like foods from the earth: meat, fruit, veggies, and nuts. Just cut out popcorn, Pop Tarts, peanut butter, all that. Like anything with a P.
I took a picture and sent it to Alan today. I'll
All
just
right,
tell you
enough
what
of
it
Pulse.
was.
We don't need him on the show anymore. Thank you. I'm kidding.
You know what else starts with P? Pizza. Pizza starts with P. All right. So
Love you,
does
Pulse. I
how's
had to do that
potatoes?
to you.
No, honestly, well, he said the whole pizza.
I had a really good plantain. Anyway,
Ooh.
did I tell you I went to Barocco? Have you ever been there?
Barocho
Lakewood?
or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
really
of.
good, man. That place is good. The mojitos
Yeah,
is
I've
fire.
never heard.
I
Is it
feel
the
like
place that had all the-
plantains.
What?
I feel like plantains are just bananas that are from like the hood, you know?
They're like potato bananas, but the one I had was really good. I don't think I ever had one before. At least not cooked like that. They cook them a couple different ways. They have like a crispy one and a soft one. I had a soft one, and it had queso on it. It had caramelized pineapple and chicken on it, and it was really good. It's a strange Mexican restaurant. They have stuff like other places don't have. It's weird. Anyway, but it's good. It's a good place, Ray.
No.
Really good mojitos. That was the place where I was telling you about that I was like soaking wet. Did I tell you that on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was soaking wet, and like I look like a fat wet dog in the corner when everyone else was like dressed nice. There was a woman next to me in a dress, so and I'm just like soaking wet. Freedom Guy, you can say whatever you want, man. It's okay. It's all right. We don't. It's cool, man. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna agree with everything you say, but I will agree with your right to say it. So we go full First Amendment on this show, no matter what country you're from.
Are y'all even remotely interested in this Eastern Conference Finals of the
No.
The NHL?
I mean,
Not really.
I'm rooting for Moss.
Yeah,
me
I'm
too.
rooting for Maz, but Florida right now seems to be on a little bit of a tear.
Ray, that thing you sent me today was kind of neat. What they're doing in Dallas at the for the watch parties.
Yeah, Pulse, did you see what they did with the stars? I sent that to Tim, actually. Let me bring that up.
No,
Like,
but
how long till that's just full hologram? Like 5 years? I'm waiting for that. That'd be sweet. I start going to watch parties when they have full holograms on the court or the ice. That'd be great.
That'd be fucking dope.
I bet they're close. They have to be. Sorry, Pulse.
No. I was just gonna say, like, when you get a chance, if anything you can recommend, Patrice O'Neal wise, if you have anything that.
God damn it! I forgot to send you the exotic animal eating. Fuck. I was gonna send you an O&A fucking Patrice.
Okay, yeah, no, that's where I think he shined the brightest. But I mean, if anything, his stand up wise, like any specials that he done or any bits that you could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was doing interviews, that's when he was his funniest to me.
Oh yeah, because he didn't have to be funny. He just had to be himself.
Yeah, whenever he would argue back, that's when I thought he was great. But
yeah. It's actually funny, Pulse. I was listening to the Honeycomb Hideout, which is a channel here on YouTube that has 24/7 Opie and Anthony stuff, and they like did a couple Patrice bits, and like Patrice was calling Anthony a racist and all this shit, and they were talking about like Obama in 08, and fucking Anthony just kept going. He didn't care.
No, the one thing you told me about when they were trying to hail a cab. That's what I want to look up because that just sounds.
Oh yes,
yeah.
You're the only one on the show that can say the first word, but the other one was Nazi. It was It was the name of the bits.
Right. Yeah, I gotta look that up. Was that on Comedy Central, or was that a sketch for like
They did that on the radio actually.
Oh.
Because the cool part about Opie and Anthony with them was they did this thing called the walkout or the walkover, which they went from K-Rock in New York to the XM studios in New York, which was like a 10-minute walk, and they would do bits and just random stuff on the street. Rich Voss would go into a diner or something and just start doing random shitty stand-up comedy for 5 minutes. With Club Soda Kenny doing the fucking ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Rich Voss.
That's funny.
It was some of the best radio you ever could hear in your life, man. Oh, the good old days. Here, I brought it up. I want to show Pulse this. The Stars, I don't know how they did this, but FanDuel, it's a little shitty. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, what they're doing right here is these dots are moving as the game's going on the ice. Like they're projecting these like circles on here to represent the players. And you see that and they have the tracker on the puck and everything like the old Fox Sports days.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. That's actually a fucking really good idea, man. Like I'm really into that. That's cool.
That, like I said, that makes me just excited for when they just put the full hologram there.
Oh yeah, dude, that's gonna be dope. Ooh, let me go back here. There we are. But let me take that down.
Did you see McAfee talking about Negro League Baseball and keep like making a big deal about saying Negro League Baseball to the fact that it was like he was making it worse and it was annoying the reporter that he had on. Like,
why?
You didn't say it. You can see his face. He's like, dude, you're allowed to say it. It's the name of the fucking league. Like, but he just kept making it worse. It was funny.
Well, I mean, knowing Pat, he's usually good at that shit to like be able to make it worse without actually making it worse.
That's the one thing, bit I've seen him do that I think he whiffed on. It's just because I think he just made it a bigger deal than it needed to be, and because of that, he just made it worse.
I gotta say, like I think he's found his lane. You know, with this radio program, I've seen him on wrestling. He's doing his thing. But whenever I look at the guy, I just find it hard to believe that he played in the NFL. He just doesn't seem like a typical. I know he's a kicker, but I'm just saying he doesn't seem like a type of guy that would tackle somebody.
He has. There's videos.
I know.
I was about to say that there's video evidence.
He was as far as punters go, he was one of the more aggressive punters.
And also kickers. I mean. He was able to squib kick a ball and retrieve it before the other team. Like that's rare to fucking do.
That's like one of the hardest things to do in sport. Not a squib, but an onside to do it right, to make it bounce to where only your team can recover.
NFL now with the rules, it's like fucking impossible.
Yeah, but it's like how throughout the week, how often do they practice that? And you got to like hit it on the right spot to where it'll bounce 10 feet or 10 yards.
Yeah, I mean they practice it a lot. But...
Yeah, his footwork as a kicker is always awesome. Dragon scratches, cheap viewers. He's cute, or this person's cute. Trying to get in our DMs. How dare you, whoever you are. Piece of garbage.
Radio silence.
Sorry, I'm texting.
It's okay. I was about to text too. It's been a day.
I got groceries today, and I bought 14 cans of chunky soup.
Be right back.
Oh, right. How many cans of chunky soup?
14.
I'm going to say you spent $35.
I don't know. I mean, it's not the only thing I bought, so I don't know how much it was. I spent 180 together because I had my grocery credit for my insurance, but I had to use it all before tomorrow. But, yeah, and I'm like, oh, I got to get some non-perishables, you know? So I got a bunch of chunky soup. I got a bunch of salad. I got 10 salads. I got a ton of grilled chicken and a bunch of rice. So.
Okay, all right, we're making progress, I think.
Well, when I get groceries, it's usually what I get. It's not that that's the problem as much as what I when I don't have food and I go get fast food and shit. Although, man, I did some good eating last week.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I did get Taco Bell one day. I got Barrio one day as I was driving back from the Funny Stop. I was ordering Barrio, like just like clicking random stuff. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Just have it there by the time I get back.
Yeah, I've done that before where I'll like order something like from Uber Eats and it'll be like, this isn't your location. And I'm like, fuck off. It looks good. And the address is right.
Yeah.
Where I want it when I get home.
Yeah, I just had it set up for not for my location, but the address. Yeah, so. But yeah, Ohio City Burrito is a good place. I definitely go. I wish I had one of those down here, or some burrito place other than Chipotle.
Yeah, Ohio City Burrito is really good. That's one of my favorite places to go in town whenever I'm.
Yeah, that's really good.
There's like a long wait somewhere. Like I always, if I'm in the area where an OCB is, it's a wonderful thing to have.
Did I tell you what they did to me on Monday? Oh, Tuesday. Did I tell you? I got that Tuesday because I just woke up hungry and I'm like, what's the fastest? And I had it before. I'm like, this is good. I'll get this again. It's 15 minutes away. And it took like over 35 minutes because I didn't know, and I'm sure DoorDash didn't know either, that my Dasher was on a fucking bicycle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was pissed. When I got it and I looked out and I see her on a bike, I'm like, fuck off. Fuck you. Because that messes up the times and everything.
I've had that a few times where I've seen a bike and I'm like, what? Like that shouldn't.
I don't even know if they're allowed.
Be it, man.
I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal if they told me, hey, this is gonna be a bicycle. It's gonna be longer if she's on a bicycle. Do you want to wait for somebody else? And I would have been like, fuck yes, I want to wait for somebody else.
Yeah, that should be a fucking option. I think for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's like.
I should have called. Apparently, Alan calls DoorDash customer support all the time, and he says they're really helpful and they give him discounts, and give him money back. So I should have called him bitch.
What a Karen!
Yeah, I know, right?
What an absolute Karen!
I know, right? Well, the last time I was there, it's because they forgot something. It wasn't like nothing, but
now I will say this: I have been missing order items and like not received stuff. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But like, I just won't call fucking Uber Eats or message their digital shit to like just get discounts all the time. That's scumbag shit.
I don't think he does it all the time. It's probably just when shit happens, right? I'm sure. No, I don't think he does it when something doesn't happen.
He looks like a manager talker. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
He's known as Karen at what's that one place? Where's the one the place on Detroit there or Madison there? The whiskey bar.
Char?
Not Char. The other. It's like a
Buckeye Beer Engine.
Yeah, I bet he's known as the Karen of Buckeye Beer Engine.
I don't know. I did go there the other day.
This couscous was undercooked.
My burger was overcooked, and I wasn't real happy about it, but I didn't complain about it. I just ate it.
I gotta tell you, man. Like I legit, and I mean this. I legit got let down by a fucking what do you call those marinara burger? Hardcore yesterday.
From where?
This place in the Flats. I want to perform there, so I won't say the name out loud because I don't know if the fucking owner will ever watch. But
well, it shouldn't. It shouldn't matter. I mean, if the food sucked.
I don't want to ruin it because friends run the show there, and I don't want to be one of them. And I shook hands with one of the owners, so I'm not.
And you should tell him, bro, your food's garbage. Fix it.
It's sad when a fucking restaurant like breaks your heart culinary wise. You're just like,
Is it one of those places that the reaction would have been, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I hope we do better next time," or would have been, "Well, fucking don't eat here then."
I don't know. Guy seemed like a nice guy, but like I
You hope
just
it's
I
the
don't want
first.
to
You hope
push
it's never the
anything.
second. Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm not that much of a complainer. Even though I look like I complain a fuck ton, I don't complain when it comes to like food.
Well, maybe not out in
where
the
I
wild.
stay. I don't care. No. Online, I am absolutely using Double Dutch Doug. I mean, some accounts to put bad reviews.
We're gonna bring back hopscotch Rob.
I need we need Double Dutch Doug back on that. Maybe we should have them do a show. We can take their cams off and they can just fight each other verbally.
It would just be exactly the same of what we're doing here.
I know, but it would be more interesting because they don't like each other. They're two different.
Well, I don't like you, so it's completely fine.
You absolutely. Well, I agree with you. I don't like myself either, but
Moderately, I like you. Moderately like you.
I'll tell you, to be honest, that's higher than most.
What I know, I'm well aware that I like you more than most people. What is the what time is the show tomorrow supposed to be?
Let's see.
Because the opening bands are local. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked them up, and if they were interesting to me, I'd go see them, but they weren't. So
show's like 8:30. They're gonna start at like 8:30.
All right.
Yeah, I'll let Laura know. And if you're not able to do it, I'll fucking take her. No big deal.
And the thing is, I definitely want to go, but I don't know how smart of an idea it is. Yeah.
And plus, you're driving to Canton tomorrow anyway, so.
Not tomorrow. Well, Akron on Saturday. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to go to that. I think if at worst, they'll just drive up and drive back. I mean, it's like less of an option for the concert, though, you know. So, I mean, I could do it, but that's so far. What dollar? Oh man, it's like, yeah, it's like it's like 260, 270 now. Yeah, it's almost $3 a can now.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, you can go to Heinen's and get their super fucking giant eagle for like that price. That's weird, man.
I told you I'm technically not paying for it, so I don't really I'm not complaining.
Still. Jesus, 360?
260, I think. 260.
Oh. Yeah, still 260 is okay. I'd pay 260.
I mean, it's a lot of. I mean, that's usually that's a meal. That's you can survive on a Campbell soup or a chunky soup for a while. So yeah.
Goddamn.
But yeah, I got 2 cans of 7 different kinds. How dare I what?
I don't know why he's how daring you, but he's how daring you.
No. Or are you talking about my medical benefits? Yeah, this is the thing. I probably shouldn't talk about those all out because there are some people that be like, "You're not an American. You're a freeloader, piece of shit."
Well, I mean, I see. Here's the thing, though. Even with me, I think that like welfare is overused, and it makes it harder for people to actually like who need the help get the help that they need because it's so overburdened.
I'm not welfare,
well, you know what you're in the system though. You're
on
Medicaid.
Yeah, but they're completely different things. I mean, disability and welfare are 2 different things.
I look at them as almost 2 sides of the same coin, really. I mean,
people get it for different reasons.
Welfare you can get off, and disability is in that same thing. But like your dad had a great saying for that. I've been paying in it for years. I finally get to use it. Like that's a great. That to me, you would deserve that. Absolutely. But there are some people out there where you're like, bitch, you need
Oh,
to.
yeah,
like,
of course it is. I mean, I think
get your
more,
fucking ass to
probably more so on welfare than disability, but I don't know. I mean, it's fucking hard to get disability. Like, it was a pain in the ass, like it's a pain in the ass to navigate it.
Short, long term, yes, I could see that, but short term, no.
It's a pain in the
Short.
ass. I promise you,
It's
it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I know. I've filled out stuff for disability before when I was going through like mental struggles and everything, and
And what really sucks is no one talks to each other, and it's all fucked up. No one
Mhm.
ever knows what the hell's going on. I mean, it's difficult on purpose. Like, I get it. They don't want to make it easy for people, so I get it. But anyway, but the grocery money I get isn't even from the government; it's from the insurance company. So
Hmm.
so
Oh, where's
and I can't. There's only certain stuff I can buy. Apparently, I can buy chunky soup, but I couldn't buy chocolate cake. So I'm assuming I haven't tried, but.
Yeah, I don't want you buying fucking chocolate.
Although, man, I've had a craving for ice
with
cream the
my
last couple
tax
days.
money, bitch.
I just buy shrimp and ice cream. I'm gonna get Snap and just buy steak, shrimp, and Ben and Jerry's.
I mean, no offense, I would too. I'm not gonna lie. I would.
Either that or I'll get Snap. I'll get Snap and just buy steaks and sell them in my front yard, like fresh new steaks, cheap steaks.
I'll help you design the sign for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it with poster board, dude. I'll have my nieces do it. Cheap steak.
Speaking of Canva, what'd you think of? It was basic, but did you like my Newark, New Jersey joke? That I snuck
Oh, I
in?
didn't actually. I didn't see it today. I didn't see the. I usually always see it. I didn't
The
see it.
thumbnail is the Newark airport, which is basically Newark, and then I have like the state of New, and then the state of New Jersey, and then
Oh, I
behind
see it.
your main event is Islam Makhachev
Versus James Gandolfini. Right.
and then Tony Soprano behind. Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted a quick joke, and I was trying to get the Newark airport to be, because if you've ever flown into Newark Airport,
I have. It's been a while though, but I have.
That is one of the worst airports I've ever been in my life, man. That place is fucking wild. Oh, especially during a windstorm. Fuck that noise.
Oh shoot! Did Strasburg win today? Let's find out.
I think the Pirates got blown out by Detroit today. We got beat like 10-2 or something like that.
Guardians lost 2 out of 3 in Colorado, but that's Park's fucking wacky.
Oh, they were getting their heads handed to them yesterday when I was watching the game at OVT.
Yeah, they gave up 6 runs in an inning.
And you're right. It is easy for them to do that there, though. For the Rockies players to be able to fucking smack that ball.
It's so weird watching games there. Like, it's the same thing with Fenway. Like, it's not like other baseball parks. It's just not the same.
I mean, I've been there a couple times, and first of all,
it's the same for both teams, but one team plays 81 games there. The other team played 3 games there. So
I was about to say at 5280, shit gets wild anyway. But I like Coors Field because I don't know if they took these away, but they were still there when I was there. They had a smoking section still at Coors Field where you could like smoke cigarettes and like watch the game. And I was when I was dating Emily, that's how I would. That's what I would do. Is I would just like we'd sit in the fucking second level right by the rock wall or the rock pile. They're what are those flat benches? You know what I'm talking about? Bleachers. They're like bleacher thing. We were under the rock pile bleachers, and I'm just puffing away on fucking goddamn.
Those bleachers out there are crazy. Those
they're
like
nuts.
Dead center, super high up.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying. I want no part of that.
Rock
I don't
pile
like
ain't
being
no
high
joke.
up.
Said the rock pile ain't no joke, bro.
I'm sure like doing the playoffs when that thing's packed, I'm sure.
I've always thought, to be honest with you, even PNC Park doesn't hold a candle to Coors Field because of the faux mountain range that they have, like in center field, or is it right field technically?
I don't know.
Like that scene with like the wolves and shit in it. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's right by their like bullpen, I think.
I don't know.
Coors Field.
I don't know. I watched the
You've never
games, but I
seen
don't know
that
if I
before?
saw that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's like what do you call those? Those features. It's like a fucking. It was like a feature they put in was like a Rocky Mountain scene in the field, and you can see it pretty much from any angle in the ballpark. I love that place. I miss that place to death. Like, I don't miss Denver. I miss Coors Field. That place was a goddamn sanctuary.
Oh
So much.
shit! My ear itches. What was I? I forgot what I was going to say. Of course I did. I had something and I forgot. Was it about the Guardians? I think it was. Was it about
The fact that they suck right now.
they don't suck right now. Well, they're off today. They play Washington at home tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have tickets to a game till like the end of next month.
We're supposedly going to a Monsters game next week, so
If they're still playing, are they still going to be playing?
I don't know.
I don't
Either
know
way,
what-
we're going to Michigan next week, so going on a WEED run.
Mm. Yeah, they had a couple bad weed jokes in the broadcast yesterday.
Did they?
I don't remember what they said. I just remember them like, oh, they're making weed jokes now.
Boo. Plus,
Meh.
there is actually within, I'd say, like a 10-minute walk of the ballpark. There used to be this place called Ballpark Dispo, I think it was. Ballpark Dispensary. Let me see if it still exists.
That's funny.
Ballpark.
Dude, I really bad. I really hope there's a Quaker dispensary in this town. There's already a Quaker Stop alcohol drive-through, so I really want a Quaker Stop dispensary. It's the Quaker's dispensary. The Quaker Theater have that as well.
No, that's sad.
Is it gone?
Closed permanently, yeah.
Uh,
Man. Place used to have, like, they'd have Mickey Mantle weed.
That's funny.
Yeah, or like double or two-bagger was another one I think they had was like a strain.
Man, I would love baseball pun weed. I want a Daryl Strawberry.
A Lenny Dykstra just gives you too much
Yes, I was gonna
energy.
say Lenny Dykstra too.
Oh man, yeah, that like
The,
that
the,
place.
Jo- the John Rocker is mostly just fucking meth and HGH.
I was about to say John Rocker weed's only sold in like Colorado Springs, really. Southern Colorado. Where the whites are not outnumbered.
Mm. It's only the southern part of each city sells John Rocker weed.
Colorado Springs is like an hour and a half south of Denver anyway. It's like way down. Yeah, sucks. But yeah, when you get those kind of like weed or like weed puns, you just want to slap people because you're like, it's not. I don't get.
I forget what they said. It wasn't. I forget what it was, but I'm like, oh, they're making a weed joke. It wasn't a bad pun. It was something silly. I don't remember. Do you see Josh Gibson is now the leading hitter in the history of baseball?
Yeah, it's nice to have a homestead. It's nice to have a Pittsburgh boy.
He's not from
Fucking-
Pittsburgh.
But
He's Georgia.
He
He's from
played
Georgia.
for the Homestead Grays, though.
He did, but he wasn't. But he's from Georgia.
No, we accept him as our own because he's a winner. He's one of the best, and he's a Pittsburgh product.
Dude, he died at
regardless.
35. Dude, he had a brain tumor.
Really?
Yeah, he died before Robinson broke the color barrier.
Huh.
Yeah,
Then
he died
should
in
it count?
1940. What?
Then should it count though?
Well, as of yesterday, that counts. Do you not see what they did? They put
I
the,
saw that. And
Okay.
to me, that's like taking the All-American Football Conference championships and making them Super Bowls for the fucking Browns.
You sound racist to
it's-
me, right? You're sounding racist to me, right?
Not racist.
they
just
did-
two
they
different
don't count?
leagues. Two different leagues.
Yeah, and you're saying that those players weren't good enough to play in major leagues?
Here's
Is
my
that what you're saying?
question: How many of them didn't play in the majors?
Well, a lot of them didn't play because they couldn't, because they aged out or whatever, or they died, literally,
Okay,
right?
but
So
does that make them still on the same caliber at the time as their?
some of them probably were, and the thing is, we'll never know, right? We'll never know for sure.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, why make just make?
That's
it
why
the
they're doing
Negro
it, because they
Leagues
never know,
thing.
because you'll never know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them probably. Well, that's the thing, and which means a lot of the white players in Major League Baseball would not have made teams. So
Probably. Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna.
So
I'm
you
not
might
gonna
as well
say
put
that's
them all
not
together,
out
man.
of
You
the
might as well
realm
put them all
possible.
together, and I don't think there's a problem with it, man. I mean, that's a career
Yeah.
batting average anyway. Well, the guy who used to have the career highest batting average played in the 1880s, so it doesn't matter.
Racist as fuck.
So it doesn't matter.
I kind
And
of
that
think
guy
it's a
wouldn't
nice
didn't
slight
even
to the
play
Cobb
in
family, if I'm
didn't
being
even play
honest.
in the American or National League. The guy who had the record before Josh Gibson. So he played in the 1880s, and he played in one of the other leagues. I don't know. I don't remember which league it was.
I
It
thought it
wasn't
was
American
Ty
National
Cobb
League.
was. I thought Ty Cobb was like the.
He's up there
batting
too,
average.
but it was somebody other than him. I forget his name. I heard it yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not a stat person.
No, it doesn't matter. I think
Like,
well, I mean, it only matters that I feel like the history of the Negro League should not be ignored, right? It should count. It should be counted as a real thing. So, and it was. So,
Ooh, that's a question I'm questioning if I should ask. To be honest with you,
you know what that means, Ray?
I
You
just
probably
know YouTube.
shouldn't.
I just know YouTube.
Hold on, you can go ahead and ask it, but hold on. Okay, ask it now.
Again, why does it matter that they're now the same? Why can't you just have those two leagues? Because those two leagues existed.
So what you're saying is you should keep the stats separate but equal, is what you're saying. I'm gonna get more drink. You go ahead and
That
go ahead.
question was like just I'm like, don't do that. But it
Where
doesn't
Pulse goes,
matter.
it coming
I
back?
mean, in the long scheme of shit, it doesn't matter. I don't
No,
know,
but I feel like that
dog
should
and
be
shit,
something
man.
that I know we should not. I just think we should just make sure that everyone is well aware of the Negro Leagues, right? That counted. They were real. I mean, just because there's no saying that their champions couldn't beat the MLB champions. 'Cause you don't know, especially like the 30s and shit. You don't know. You can guess, but I mean, I
I
don't
was gonna say depending
like
on the
that.
year,
I'm guessing the 27 Yankees would beat their best team. But that's one of the the most famous murders row of offenses of all time. So whatever, right? They use the 27 Yankees as a as an analogy all the time. So I would assume probably not, but I mean, obviously a good bit of those guys could play with those guys, right? Some of them are very good. So I'm assuming that some of those teams are pretty damn good. So
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that they sucked. I'm not like, they weren't as good because of this and this. It was more just like, why?
things we don't
why
know.
does
We
it
have no
matter?
idea. Why not?
Like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So might as well put them together. That's what I think. So
sure, we'll placate everybody and make sure everybody.
it is weird to me that you're against this.
I'm not against it. I'm just figuring out. I'm allowed to ask questions. Why, Tim?
Why not? That's the answer.
I don't know. I think sort of also it sounds weird, but I think they're just trying to erase the fact that the Negro Leagues happened too.
Well,
Like
that's the opposite of what they're doing. What do you mean?
well, no, I'm talking about the entire league, just meshing Major League Baseball stats. There will be a point, or just
People are well
meshing
aware
baseball stats into
that they existed.
I see. That's the thing, dude. We're a fucking society or we are a species with a lot of amnesia. We forget things very easily. We are fish in a fishbowl. And
Not
to
that.
be honest with you, I think in maybe 20, 30 years, people won't know that Josh, or when people see the Homestead Grays, they're gonna think that was a baseball team in Major League Baseball. And
Well, it was number one. They were a baseball team.
Well, but I'm talking about in Major League Baseball. They will be shocked to find out that the Negro Leagues happened.
I highly doubt it. There's too many people pushing it really hard anyway. I mean, there's
Yeah, but those
look at all
people
the
will
shit they're
die
doing
off.
with MLB The Show. Look at all the shit they're doing now. They're doing the
Again,
complete opposite to make sure
Those
that doesn't
people
happen.
Die off, dude. Like
There'll be more
There
people.
were a lot of people who
There'll be more
wouldn't
people.
know.
Like,
who
there's
wouldn't have
always
been-
going to be a Negro League until the world falls apart and goes Mad Max. There's going to be a Negro League museum in Kansas City.
Well,
Right.
that'll exist luckily, but not some fucking hayseed in goddamn Missouri who doesn't leave his home his house.
Yeah,
fucking
but that
when they're
guy
in
doesn't
home.
acknowledge it anyway. He doesn't even acknowledge black people. So of course that guy won't
Well,
acknowledge
they're
it.
not around him, so why bother?
All right,
Out
I'm
of
gonna get
mind,
more
out
drinks.
of out of body.
All right, if you have anything else racist to say, I'm gonna go get drink. You do it
I
while
don't
I'm
think
not
what
here.
I said was controversial. But Tim's going to the bathroom. And thank you guys for watching tonight. We do appreciate it. We're gonna get to the we're gonna get to UFC 302 right in a sec here. We're just why are things happening? I'm trying to fix stuff on YouTube and it's not working, guys. Why is it not working? Go to studio, ho. All right, not you. There we are. We do appreciate you guys for being here for sure. Thank you guys. We got a violation. What's the violation? Next. Continue. Oh, sweet God. Let's go. Anyway. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I'm Bro Plata. We appreciate every single person for being here. And hopefully you guys enjoy Pulse coming back, it looks like. Hey, buddy.
What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Just a rough fucking day at work.
Yeah, I heard. What happened?
Man, the best way I can say this is if you have a Ring camera, you need a Ring app on your fucking phone. Like, it's just not a doorbell. It's also a fucking camera so you can see people in there. And I had a lady, I guess, fucking half trying to, eat one of my fucking office girls' pussies, trying to get her to fucking have me come back out because she fucked up and forgot that I was coming at 11 o'clock. It was fucking annoying. I had to go.
Did you get pulled over too?
No. I left my car out because you're not allowed to fucking park it on the street from 12 a.m. to 6.
Oh, okay.
So I'm having a day, bud. I gotta get this live. There we are. Edit that. There we are. Edit. Title. Oh God. Let's do. I'm just gonna do that. Wait, what? I'm fucking confused here. Oh God. What are we doing here? I'm so trying to do things, Pulse, and it's just not doing well. Alright. Once Tim gets back to, we'll pull up Tapology and fucking get ourselves ready for a pay-per-view that I really don't give a shit about. Like, to be honest with you, I think Makhachev's gonna run him down, and Dustin crumbles under pressure in main event situations. He's proven that multiple times.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, the more I think about it, I would love to see him pull off this upset. I just don't see how he will.
Yeah,
if he does, I will happily eat crow. I will happily do it. But I just feel like Islam is gonna seatbelt him to the corner of the cage where the cage meets the canvas and keep him there. Stack him up, and I really don't see any other outcome. But I'm holding out hope that Porier fights the good fight and somehow finds his chin underneath that beard, leaps him, gets that belt, probably will lose the rematch and then retire.
He's got to rub some of his hot sauce in his eyes.
That's what I'm saying. He'll go back and open up a restaurant in Louisiana.
End up like Johnny Hendricks. Good. I'm glad for him. I want him to be broke and destitute.
Johnny Hendricks have a restaurant?
He did for a while. It was like a steak
Yeah.
house.
Is it called Big Rig Barbecue?
I think so. Yeah, actually.
Of course it is.
No, but he actually went and became a sheriff.
Did he?
Yeah. Imagine getting
Sounds
pulled
about
over by him.
I mean, is he on the juice or not?
Yeah,
He's not on the juice.
on the
I'm
juice.
not too worried.
Yeah. I know I can probably get out of the ticket if I just shut my mouth.
You know what? Movie I watched the other day I actually never saw before.
What movie?
And I mean, I think it won Oscars or was nominated for Oscars, so I'm not surprised that it was really good. But the remake of True Grit.
Okay, yeah, with Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, yeah. That movie's great.
I love the fact that he played the John Wayne character. Like
I also had no idea it was
Christian Bale in that?
What?
Wasn't Christian Bale in that?
No, that was what Western was he
Oh,
in?
310 to Yuma?
Yeah, that's a different one. No, I'm talking True Grit. No, Jeff Bridges, that Steinfeld girl, Matt Damon, Brolin's in it, Josh Brolin.
Yeah,
it's great. I didn't realize how funny it was. Like, it's pretty funny. I mean, it's serious, and like a lot of people get killed, but like Jeff Bridges' character is hilarious in that. He's great at playing like an old curmudgeon drunk. He's done that a couple times, actually a bunch of times. He plays that guy a lot.
I like it.
Seven Sons is kind of like the same character. It's an old mean drunk who's had enough of shit. But yeah, no, that movie was great. I also saw a movie with Jessica Chastain and John Malkovich and Colin Farrell called Ava. Don't watch that. That sucks.
Never heard of it.
Sucks.
My life's
You know what
better for
movie
now.
you can only really watch like once in a while?
Requiem for a Dream.
You already know, bro.
Did I say that? Was I right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I haven't watched that movie in so.
I watched it
fucking
once and I don't
long.
need to see it again. Like, I'm like, is it a good movie? If someone has to see it, I'm like, it's a good movie. Watch it, but I don't need to watch it again.
One time.
Yeah, one.
I have a
Once
picture
is
with
enough.
one of the stars.
You want to scare kids?
Connolly.
If you want to scare kids from doing substances, tell them to watch that movie. They will commit their life. They will commit the greatest lifestyle after that.
Ass to ass.
That's the best scene. Ass to ass. Ass to ass. That fucking old guy with the slippery dildo.
Yeah.
That in the movie.
And they should show that in schools.
Did they?
No, they should though.
No, that
the
in
new
the
DARE
movie.
program.
The movie Philadelphia.
It's a great movie.
That just shows you. This is like whenever like. This just shows you how little they knew about AIDS back in the day. Like on the stand
and homosexuality, period. But yeah,
on the stand, Tom Hanks's ear falls off. I'm like, that has never happened.
What, his ear fell off? I
Yes.
don't remember that.
Wait, what?
I don't remember,
Yeah.
remember that.
Hold on.
Yeah, his ear fell off.
It's crazier than the eyeball in any given Sunday.
That I just don't see how that would happen. Like you got a
It
face
wouldn't,
mask.
it wouldn't happen. Somebody should have been like, Oliver, come on, take a breath here. Take a breath. Calm down a little bit. I love Any Given Sunday. It's a great movie, but that's ridiculous.
You know, Oliver Stone. What's your favorite Oliver Stone movie?
Platoon.
It's probably Any Given Sunday.
I was gonna say Any Given Sunday or JFK.
I don't think I've seen JFK. That's with Kevin Costner, right? Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Well, you know the story.
I'm well aware of the story of JFK. Yeah, I'll have to watch that movie though. Let's see if it's on anything. Because I just watched Kevin Costner doing that iconic characters thing. I love that. I love when an actor I like does those, when they just go through and talk about all the roles they did.
Well, also he did what's the name? And what was the Colin Farrell? He played Alexander.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I didn't realize Kevin Costner. They originally wanted him to play Nuke LaNouche in Bull Durham, and he's like, "I want to do this movie, but I want to play Crash." Yeah,
Oliver Stone.
I'm sure he could have done a good job, but he was just so good as Crash.
His freshman class, it was one of the most prolific classes. If you ever look up his freshman class at Yale, I think it was Yale. But in the event, he went to school with John Kerry,
George Bush,
well, just them three. But then there was like a few other guys, a real estate mogul, and it was like all the people of that class went on to be like heads of industries.
How much of that do you think has to do with their families? I mean, listen, Oliver Stone, filmmaker, you got to be good, right? You got to be good. But like politics, I mean, George W. Bush, if his last name was Schwartz, would not have been president, right? Like, or anything else, right? If he was George Williams, he wouldn't be president, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My niece is about to go to Ivy League school. You can't find the ear? Yeah, I don't. I've seen that movie a couple times. I don't remember that.
I swear I remember that. That cannot be. Hold on.
Man, are you thinking the Holyfield Tyson fight?
Oh no, that happened too. But
Same year.
I was talking to my grandpa today because this is his birthday. Happy birthday, Grandpa! 76 big ones.
Happy birthday.
well, congrats.
I told him that they have that is it Tyson, or they have the Tyson, the ear bites edibles, and he's like, they do. That's hilarious. I'm like, I know. Just send him a picture. Yeah. Because I'm like, because he brought up Tyson and Paul. He's like, I'm excited to watch that. I'm like, all right. It's on Netflix. I'm like, yeah, watch it.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. It's what, July?
If it happens, apparently Tyson had a health scare of some sort.
I heard that. I just didn't know if that was real or not.
Yeah, I heard he might pull
I
out.
don't know how bad it is. Yeah, I don't know.
I heard he might pull out, and I'm hearing that Shannon Briggs wants to step in, which I actually want to see that more.
So does Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen can't beat Jake Paul, but Shannon Briggs can.
Shannon the Cannon, you think?
Oh, I think he beats him worse than Tyson, believe it or not.
All three of those guys, Jake Paul beats.
You're crazy.
Dude, I think you guys are really underestimating Jake Paul.
No,
I'm not underestimating Jake Paul. It's just Mike.
I'm done underestimating
Power
him.
is lost with age, and Mike Tyson's still only in his 50s. So
Only? I mean, listen.
Power is the last thing to go.
if he was like 63, okay,
He's
if he was
57.
like 63.
He's basically
I would say
63.
Tyson has no shot. But like 55, 56-year-old Mike Tyson can still knock a motherfucker out in the
Well, it's
right
57. He has
scenario.
no shot. 57. He's older than my mother.
Yeah. Well, no, my mom's like 6 years older than her or him.
He was born in 66, so is my mother. So
Okay, so 5 years younger than my mom. My mom was 61.
It's my dad too. My dad just my dad's birthday was Sunday.
Happy
He's-
birthday, Papa Danko.
He turned 63.
By the way, do you know how happy I was every time Ray Roberts referred to you at the Funny Stop on Saturday? I didn't get this out on Tuesday, but it's fucking hilarious to me. He
I
kept
didn't
calling
even
you
know.
Tanko.
I didn't even notice. I didn't notice until I went to Mahal's, and Ray said to Tyler, "Oh, you owe me $10, by the way." And he's like, "Did you?" He's like, "I bet him I couldn't call you Tanko all weekend." I'm like, I honestly didn't even notice it. I didn't notice it at all. Yeah, I didn't notice. I thought he was calling me Danko. I didn't hear it.
I just got it when he said it the first time. I'm like, he just say Tanko? That's awesome. And I fucking said it a bunch more, and I'm like, yeah, he is the Tanko.
If I heard him say that, I definitely would have brought up the Danks tanks, and I would have showed him the T-shirts.
Yeah. Should have wore one to the fucking, if you noticed.
It's a little
That's-
small, unfortunately. That ran
Oh,
small.
That's what happens when you wash shit.
I don't dry anything.
Oh, interesting.
I hang up all. Well, I dry my like shorts and underwear, but all my shirts, my jeans, I hang all them out to air dry for that
Nice.
reason, for shrinkage reasons. So the only time I didn't in my life is when I was 170 pounds, and I'm like, fuck it, it doesn't matter. So but
Now
now I
have
definitely
to.
don't.
I have two X's that don't fit me anymore because they're just dried too much.
Yeah, I don't do
And
that
also
shit.
I
Like,
weigh
that's-
230 pounds, so
it's nothing.
it's a lot for my fucking small frame.
There's a dude fighting Saturday in an amateur fight who hasn't fought since 2015. It's been 9 years. His name's Lionel Woods.
Oh God.
He was 7-1 before he stopped fighting. He's 33 now, and he's fighting some like undefeated 25-year-old heavyweight who's knocked 4 guys out. But Lionel's first fight was the same night as mine. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So but yeah, he hasn't. My brother knows him. He hasn't fought. So, yeah, 9 years. It's been 9 years. So I mean, he was good. I mean, the only guy he lost to is a guy who's like 9-6 as a pro now. He was on Dana White's Contender Series. He didn't win, but he was. So the only loss he had was a guy who was obviously a real fighter and he was tough. But then I don't know why he stopped. I'm sure it was life. Life happens. So you're 7-1 and 24, and obviously shit happens. But now he's 33 and he's fighting again. He's fighting a kid who's undefeated. So I hope he beats him. But, yeah.
I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll talk some shit about you. More gunk in my throat. Oh, yep. Going to the old bingo hall on Saturday to see some people punch each other in the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My buddy Andrew's fighting, and
Oh, that's right. Okay.
yeah.
Is he the main event?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What time does that thing end?
He'll probably fight at like 11, I guess. But the thing is, I mean, we won't get. I mean, the first fight's at like 6. There's like 18 fights,
Oh, shit. Okay.
or maybe 15, something like that. But like, so they take even the amateur fights. They'll take a while, and they want to sell beers, so they stretch the thing out. But
Okay. Well, yeah.
yeah, I mean, he'll probably fight at 10. I don't know for sure. I mean, I want to get there probably around 8. I just want to make sure I don't miss it.
Right.
But yeah, I'll miss the first half of the card for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it ends around 11, yeah, you're definitely gonna miss all of 302.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, really, like I was saying, the main and the co-main is all you really want to see.
Yeah,
And you'll be able to see the replays. I'm sure somebody will post them to YouTube minutes after they're done.
yeah. That's the thing. What happens when someone gets knocked out? Like they're on. It's hard to not find them,
Right.
especially when it's only a short clip. But yeah, man, I hope he wins. We weren't able to have him on, but it's okay. We'll get him on next time. He's been sick too. Apparently, he just got over his sickness. So hopefully, he's all right.
Well, so if he would like, what is his what is his deal? Is he like trying to make it to the UFC, or is he like?
He would love that, but I mean, he's going to turn 36 next month. I don't know. I mean, I think if he's knocked everybody out, he fought from now on in 1 second, that he wouldn't get to UFC because he's 36. But I don't know. He just wants good fights, I guess. I don't know. He'd love to, obviously, but it doesn't see. I mean, he was so fucking close too.
What is his day job? Like, what is he? Does he coach?
No, he's a plumber. He coaches too. He's a coach, but he runs a gym. He's a head coach at his gym, but he's a plumber too. So he's either plumbing or training. So what?
He's posted jobs and stuff that he's done. Like,
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as a pest guy, the places he goes, I go, oh man, I wish I had half the body to fit in that fucking small space. I could get so much more done.
Yeah, he's probably getting the small hole guy.
The rat boy.
Yeah, Pulse asked me if he's trying to get to the UFC. I'm like, he would love it, but he's 36. So
yeah, he's not. Andrew's not real. Andrew's more like a Bellator and they need a welterweight. They just actually got rid of Gegard Mousasi, so they need new blood. And why not Andrew Law? Goddammit.
I mean, at least LFA, or something.
That'd be awesome.
How bad does Islam Smash DP? Well, we said it a couple times. Pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty fucking bad.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I don't see this going.
He's gonna suffocate him with the staph infection.
Is the game over? Did the Rangers win?
Maybe.
Take a look.
And what is that series score? Like,
let me look. I'm looking.
I think fucking.
It is end of the first period, tie game.
Nothing.
It's 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 0-0.
Well, 0-0 score is 2-2.
The series is tied.
Yeah.
Go Rangers, I guess. It hurts me to say that, but I'll fucking.
I don't pull for Miami sports teams on anything.
Is that where the Panthers are located?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're a Miami team.
Okay.
Which means they probably play to 8,000 people every night.
Is that small? Is that small?
No, it's just a terrible sports market. Like, they don't give a fuck. There's more shit to do in Miami than to go watch sports teams. There's only thing to do in Cleveland is watch sports teams.
Yeah, so like I don't understand how Miami has a hockey team, but Houston doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to logic of the NHL. They cut their nose off. Gary Bettman is a piece.
So
of
Salt Lake City has one now too.
Yeah, Nashville has one. Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kind of, to their credit, Nashville, once they became a winner, even though they lost to Sidney Crosby in 2016, Nashville, once they started winning, Nashville got behind them. So that was.
I just don't think Tennessee is like a hockey hotbed. Like
I mean, they have the Titans too. I mean, it's. That's one of the cities they're talking about for. I don't know if it'll happen, but MLB expansion. They're one of the ones on the list. Nashville, Charlotte, Austin.
Can Pittsburgh get a new one and do an expansion draft?
Bring back the Grays. And Montreal.
Montreal deserves their team back.
I think that stadium's still there. So
it is. It absolutely.
I'm sure it needs a lot of work done, but.
I don't think y'all ever been to Canada?
Yeah, once, but like for a day.
I was there for a weekend. I was doing. I played in a hockey tournament, I think 45 minutes east of Toronto, a place called Baltimore, Canada.
We're doing a live show in Toronto in 2033. When Ray can go.
Well, I saw. What's up, Jace? I saw a video of a man in Ottawa, and he boiled some water on a stove, and it was piping hot. Then he went outside, and this is in the winter time, and he flung the pot of water into the air, and it turned into sleet in midair. That's how cold it is.
Two joints. What? He lives where? Alberta.
He's in the west. He's in the Vancouver area, somewhere around Vancouver. That's a bit closest, I believe.
So he's BC.
Yeah, I believe so.
I bet. He could do that probably, Pulse, right now. Canada has no hot. It's weird.
Home with the Lions.
Have you ever done that, two joints? Have you ever had that where you just throw?
Oh, he's 6 hours from Vancouver, but he's in BC.
Pot of water. Ah, okay. Very nice. Very nice.
So you're really out in the middle of fucking nowhere then, huh?
That's where Madchild's from. If neither of y'all are familiar with him.
Manchild is in Marcus Manchild?
No. Madchild. He's a rapper from Van City.
Oh, okay. I know. Do you know Marcus Manchild, right?
Is that the DJ?
I guess he did a song
yes.
Red and Yellow.
No. I'm talking about the disc jockey from Chicago. No, I'm thinking of Mancow.
Yeah, you're thinking Mancow. There's a dude
Okay, but this reminds me. You guys got to get on MMAholes.tv, make your profile, and make your picks. I am the future champion.
Absolutely.
I got to make picks again? I already gave up on making picks of Topology.
Well, they've made their own Tapology, it looks like pick league. So I think we're gonna Brobo Plot will have a team in there in the fight for that for sure.
Is there a link to Brobo Plot's YouTube on this website?
No.
Is that too much to ask? If it is too much to ask,
now
I
they're
apologize.
working on the website still, so yeah.
All right. I'm not being pushy. We love you guys, no matter what. I'm not being pushy. I'm just kind of, don't knock the hustle.
He's saying apparently it doesn't get that cold for that anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay. New Pick'em League dating.
MMA holes dating. Dude, it's like, dude, would you imagine being a woman on there? You get picked from 800 guys.
Oh God, she's the only woman on there. It's poor.
You'll be able to make your own league there. That'd be cool. All right, that's cool.
Ooh, cool.
That'd be cool.
I
don't think anyone will do it. We'll give away prizes. Do we have any prizes? How about a lock of Ray's hair? That's first prize.
It will go. All will leave. Although I do.
I'm gonna look up that guy. What was that guy you mentioned? You said he was an enforcer for what was his name? LaRock?
Yeah,
LaRock?
George LaRock.
George LaRock was a beast.
I want to see videos of him. You say he was checking people left and right.
He was fighting people left and right.
Yeah. Choking people out with his dreadlocks.
Dude, Pulse, there's a famous let me see if I can bring it up actually. George LaRock, there we are. His name was spelled weird.
Uh-oh, somebody scored.
At the end of his name.
Somebody scored. Apparently the Rangers scored.
Yeah, Rangers, maybe.
Go.
There
we go. It's good. I'm happy for you.
Let's see.
But I know you're on a hockey high right now, Moss, and you should be. But last week I went and saw the Cleveland Guardians host your New York Mets. We swept them. We swept the Mets, and I got to see Pete Alonso play. It's the first time I see Pete Alonso play. He did home run. He did a home run in the first inning.
Oh, okay.
They hit 3 solo shots. He hit one. Harrison Bader hit one. Jeff McNeil hit one. But we won 6-3.
Okay.
Yeah. Great game. Great game.
Nice. Well, I'm waiting for my.
But yeah, it was cool to see Pete Alonso play because I haven't seen him play before. And Jose Quintana pitched. I was at Progressive Field in 2012 when Quintana made his major league debut. Baseball season didn't start for me yet. Yeah, it'll probably start when the Rangers are down, huh? I'm sure.
Yeah, that's usually how it was.
I'm kind of like that with football a little bit, not too much. I mean, it depends on how the Guardians are doing, but they're usually always my top priority is always the Guardians. Love the Browns, but
Okay, yeah, let me check
Okay,
this.
so-
Let me check.
So this is one of the most violent human
So-
beings I have ever watched play, besides Darren McCarty. Okay,
You make him sound like he could have been a strong safety in football.
I mean, it was built like.
I mean,
one
if they
back in
if
the
they
day.
played hot football on ice, well, listen, they do now. You ever watch that ice football? It's hilarious.
I like ice soccer more than that. Right. Or ice polo, I think, where you have to throw the fucking ball at the goal.
Mm. When the Olympics start, I'm excited for that.
June next month.
Yes, in Paris, France.
Yep.
Excited for that.
When does Jesse?
What is this?
I love our people. We have some funny motherfuckers in our chat, regardless of how many of them show up in one day.
July 26th it starts. So
Okay.
And,
Okay,
yeah.
2 months. 2
So
months.
anyway,
Yeah.
let's watch this because this is George LaRock at his best.
You want to? Okay. Square up? Okay, good luck, man.
Just asking him politely if he wants to fight.
That is one of the most dangerous human beings to ever walk this. People talk about alpha males, and he just goes, "Good luck to you."
Good luck, man.
Hello, sir. Would you like to have a fist fight? That nothing's scarier than that. Like,
bro, hold on, let me see if I can bring this back. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, I'll take this off. But yeah, we need to watch that again.
dude, mild mannered badasses, I think, are honestly the scariest, in my opinion.
Yes.
Because these
Fully
fucking
agree.
psychos, I don't know. But like, when guys like, "Hello, sir. Would you like to have a fist fight?" You're like, fuck, this guy doesn't give a fuck. This guy.
Yeah, dude. Like George for being the guy that he was respectable when it came to like goons, because he didn't just like take motherfuckers out. He'd wait for a goddamn,
So they
240. That's not even strong safety. That's linebacker size right there.
So they put like one of those scenes in the movie Goon when LaRock is playing against Sean William Scott.
Okay.
And says to him, "Hey, do you want to fight?" He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Okay, good luck to you." Like they do it in the movie. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, here it is again.
You still need to watch that movie, Ray. You still need to see Goon.
I feel like it's passed me by.
What? What does that mean? You're gonna go back and watch it?
That
I just watched
means
True
I'm
Grit.
fucking lazy, Tim. I don't want to. Okay.
Well, we both haven't watched the movies we're supposed to watch, so I don't really.
I know. I'm still yet to watch that movie with OJ, and you need to watch.
I
Jesus
just
Christ
don't want to
Vampire.
watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't want to
You're
watch
not gonna like it. I'm not gonna tell you it's good.
No, this was my idea, so I need to do. But I'm just not. I have to be in the mood to just watch something. terrible.
What team
And
is
then you
this?
smoke
What
some
team?
weed.
That looks like a coyote. What is that?
That's
yeah,
the old
it's
Phoenix
Phoenix.
Coyotes.
Yeah, before they became the Utah Coyotes, they're
not the Utah Coyotes.
gonna change their name, but I'm gonna call them the Utah Coyotes until they fucking give me.
Well,
a name.
they're just Utah NHL team right now.
That would be awesome for broadcast. They're like on NBC, and the Utah Hockey Club is. They
Yeah,
don't
did
even
you
give it a name.
That was like the Washington football team. That's the most generic name.
So
The Utah, they just gave up. They was like, we're not even gonna pick a mascot. We're just a football team.
Apparently, they had a list of potential names, but now they said they're down to 4. They had the top 4 okay. So, dude, I was gonna read the whole list, but I guess they're down to 4 now. But dude, one of the names on the list was the Squall. I'm like, we're going backwards, guys. We're going backwards. Don't pick
Utah,
that.
So they can kind of get away with it because it's mostly white out there anyway. So
Native Americans would.
These were the top 4 in the fan poll. Actually, you know what? Let me look it up. But the top 4 in the fan poll were Yeti, Outlaws, Mammoth, and Blizzard.
Okay,
I like
here's
Mammoth.
my problem with Mammoth.
I like Mammoth.
Mammoth is already a lacrosse team. Can't have that. It's in Colorado. It's in Denver.
Doesn't matter.
Can't do it.
Doesn't matter.
The other one that I liked on there
I like
was
Black Diamonds. I like that.
I want the Utah Yeti. I will buy a Utah Yeti shirt and wear it in every single fucking comedy set and Bro Plata.
That sounds like a minor league
Utah
baseball. Sounds like a minor league baseball team.
Doesn't though? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Yetis.
I like Mammoth though.
Mammoth is
Bla-
dope, but if I
Black Diamonds was one. I like that.
that's racist. I don't know why. It's just too
Dude,
white.
not as racist as
Too white.
Squall.
Well, Squaw. There's a Squaw Hill, I think, in like Utah.
Well,
maybe?
yeah, I'm sure there's way, but I'm just saying it's. I don't know. If it was originally a name, it would have been different. But
What if they get the Land O'Lakes girl to be the logo? That
I
would
know
be awesome.
Glaciers
The
was
Utah
one
Squaw.
too. Glaciers was one as well.
Glaciers is okay. Let's be real, guys. Utah's
apparently-
mix of cowboys and Mormons. The name's gonna suck. I
Yeah.
agree.
No, you want something that makes no sense, like Utah Jazz, like I don't know, Utah Freedom.
Have you
would be
guys
good.
ever seen the movie SLC Punk?
Yes,
Yeah.
Real good movie.
that's what they should be called. Should be called the SLC Punks.
I'd support them.
One of the names on
Ska.
the survey was just Utah HC.
Never been to Salt Lake City, but I might support them. I like punk.
If they're
Ska.
the Yeti, especially, I'd be down for that every single day.
I don't know. It feels like you're just trying to chase what Seattle did. But they did crack it, so let's do Yeti.
Kinda. Cryptozoology is a real thing, but let's get back to this Georgia Rock thing because I do want to talk about calmness.
Frost was one too.
You want to?
Bluesy.
Okay. Squirrel? Okay, good luck, man.
And then watch him fight.
Good luck, man. Good luck, man. Let's go, he says. That's
Good jab.
unbelievable. Look at him, the smile on his
Rock
face.
squaring up. He's got good hands. He's got a good fucking parry game.
Oh,
Oh, screw you. Oh, I was hoping for the full fight. Yeah, George the Rock. Fucking king, bro.
I'm gonna go look up some of his highlights.
It's mostly fight video. Like, it's mostly throwing hands on Broadway and saying, fuck off all of you because I'm a bad motherfucker. He was fucking awesome for Pittsburgh for a while. Oh, so good.
Well, here's the thing. With what Two Joint said in his comments, because they're not an expansion team, they're actually moved. They don't get the number one pick. I don't know what pick do they get. I don't even see them on the.
No, they'll probably be the number one pick.
Well, hold on, this already happened. Hold on. No, San Jose is the number one pick, but
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
they had the sixth pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Columbus has the fourth pick.
Again, doesn't surprise me. They're not.
Yeah, they were very good. But yeah, no, the number one pick will go to the San Jose.
The Sharks.
There will be an expansion draft like they did in Seattle. There shouldn't be because they're not an expansion team. They're moving. That's two different things.
Well, whatever, dude.
They're not adding a team. They're just moving from Phoenix to Utah. So it's not an expansion. It's
Both
just
so
a
you can
move.
hear your phone.
My bad.
All good.
I don't know. I didn't
Every
look it
team
up.
gives
but
up a player.
that's
Well,
the expansion
an
draft.
expansion
but-
draft. Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
going to be they're not going to be an expansion team.
Yeah, the
They're
Phoenix.
just
The
moving
Phoenix
the
is just
roster.
moving to yeah. So
It's like what, a 3-4 hour drive?
no idea. Haven't done it. Haven't spent a lot of time in that part of the country.
Neither have I. Although I'll be in Vegas in September, so
Mm.
yay, happy Vegas.
Yes.
That's my ultimate 35th birthday gift to myself. Is that trip to Vegas? It's like you
Behave
made it this
yourself.
long, kid. Time to get hammered. Let's go.
Don't talk to anybody. Don't talk to strangers.
No,
You're alone.
absolutely not.
Don't
I'm
talk to
Ubering
strangers.
everywhere. Too.
Uber everywhere. Don't talk to strangers. Dude, I mean, I think I bought like at least 10 or 12 Ubers when we were and yeah, don't. I mean, at the comedy shows, that's fine. But anywhere else, don't talk to strangers.
No, God, no. Yeah. I keep to my fucking self, and I walk around and fuck off all of you. And I'm also going to go to the Punk Rock Hall of Fame while I'm out there.
Okay.
Is that in Utah?
No, it's in Vegas.
Oh,
So they added before we were out there, or after we were out there, like a week, I think, after we were out there, they opened that fucking Punk Rock Hall of Fame. I would have went
Yeah,
to
I
it
mean,
if
it's
we were
like
out there.
the Sphere. They turned that thing on like a month after we left.
I know. we miss out on all the good things.
Oh, no.
Tim.
Well, we saw 285.
True.
We were in Roadhouse. Still haven't gotten a call for Roadhouse 2. A little pissed off.
Yeah, dude. We're Gyllenhaal. Hook us up, man. We came. We were extras. Want to be extras in the next one.
Somebody sat on this weekend was talking about that movie, and I'm like, I'm in that movie, kind of.
Fucking wild. Oh,
I'm like, you wouldn't be able to find me if you really. I mean, if you really looked, maybe you'd guess, but I doubt it.
Let's talk about this card, by the way, just so we can get out of the way, and because I got some Chipotle runs through you quickly. You okay?
I don't care about any of these fights.
You don't?
I don't care about anything. I don't care about anything anymore.
What about Mickey Gall, man?
Where's he been?
He's so fine. He's so fine. He blows our mind. Hey, Mickey.
Mm-hmm. Got a whole lot of gall, don't you, boy?
Oh, hold on. You know who hated that, Tim?
Everyone!
Much worse than yours.
You know why I don't come up with good jokes, Tim?
No, I have to work.
That would have.
Okay.
A lot of guys have to work.
And you know what?
Come with me, and you'll see that I live in a world of I don't give a fuck, bitch.
All right, yeah,
Mhm.
coming in hot.
You done?
But to that joke, just. Oh, we should keep this playing during the entire.
We've done this before. We've already done this bit.
I should start doing that for fucking like live streams and like play clips of Robo Plotter for like 4 minutes at a time, but just have things playing underneath. Oh, that would be fun.
I had
Yeah.
I had Basil Hayef at a vegan restaurant the other day.
How was it? Was it undercooked or overcooked?
It's undercooked as always. I mean, no one knows how to cook Basil Hayef correctly in the fucking city.
Jake Matthews looks like a guy who just like backyard fights for fun.
I mean, they're all psychos. They probably would if they had to.
Says they haven't in the past, Tim.
No one said they haven't.
But yeah, the one that I'm really giving a fuck
Kopolov and
about-
Almeida. That should be fun.
That should be.
Moreno Price will be fun. I'm actually
Did you see the
excited to see
news
it.
about that?
Is it not happening?
No, it is. But Jailton Almeida and Romanov actually got pushed knocked or not. Who got knocked down? Somebody got knocked down for Nico Price and Alex Morono.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I said Almeida versus Romanov should have been on the main card.
Well, the thing is, though, you want, like I said, you need a feature prelim that's going to try to entice people to buy pay-per-views. I understand that logic. They're like, oh man, that was a banger. I don't want to stop watching fights now. That's kind of what they do with those. I mean, usually there's one fight on the main card that's maybe not as interesting as a matchup as the feature prelim. That happens a lot. So,
I mean, but let's be like, how many of those do they get? Like, you're watching the prelims, and that was such a great fight that I gotta shell out money for the pay-per-view.
well, here's the thing: more than zero.
Okay.
So
Definitely more than zero. Probably
that makes it worth it.
at least.
Yeah, I mean, if it's more than zero, it makes it worth it, right? So
These three though, these are actually like really great last three fights on a fight card, right?
I am excited for Holland Jacek. Yeah. I keep getting him and fucking Joanna's name. Okay, so Alan Jacek.
Okay.
Alan Jacek. And Joanna is
Young Jacek.
Whatever, man. Fucking Polish.
Hey, bitch, you're part Polish too, so shut up.
I'm American.
Are you?
More or less.
More or less.
I mean, I'm not American to have 34 felony counts, but I'm American.
Nah. That means you're just way too American. If the government tells you to stop, that means
You're so American. The government's like, slow down, buddy. Yeah.
I have a joke that I'm doing right now where I talk about I was so good at drinking, the state told me to stop for a year.
They didn't though.
Well, technically they did.
No, what I've never tried is like, do you ever feel like the entire state you live in is against you? Like I did this one time when I was handed a piece of paper that said the state of Ohio versus Tim Danko. Yeah. That's what I keep forgetting about.
But Jermaine, I can't remember his name. He's an up and coming comic, Jermaine something. He gave me a great thing where he was like, we came up with something together where it was the judge told me when I was at the trial, like, I'm gonna do something that the bartender shouldn't have and cut you off for a year.
That's funny.
So I'm gonna try that out probably next week.
I
yeah.
think I cracked the I could be wrong, but the Pauly D story that you tell.
Oh yeah.
I
Text
think
it to me.
I'm just saying what I would do is I would say that you thought that she was going to ask for a drink.
Okay.
And then she asked for cocaine. I think that's because you don't want to like spoil the cocaine. The cocaine part is like like hey.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Like
yeah.
I'll use
Like, I don't know. What does she want from me? Obviously, she wants a drink. Whatever. If she gives me attention, maybe I'll buy her one. And then she asks for a cocaine. You're like, oh, fuck. That's not the way I thought this was going to go. Yeah.
Well, this turned into something.
Yeah. This took a turn. This escalated quickly.
Oh, no. I'm a fan of all the saying, well, the worm turned here, didn't it?
Bad.
So I like that. I'll try that out. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to an open mic tomorrow, in Painesville. Try that out.
Painesville.
Painesville.
I haven't been to Painesville in a long time.
Count yourself lucky, dude. It's a more methed out T County.
What? That's not real.
It's absolutely.
Oh, another thing. My 6-year-old niece had surgery today. She's good though. She's good. She had her tonsils out.
Oh, okay.
Which is no. Sorry,
Yeah,
I guess I should have said that before. It wasn't
you should have
major.
specified the severity, kid.
Yeah, I should have.
I'm like, did that collision with the catcher like pull her meniscus? What's going on?
She had Tommy John at 6 years old.
Your brother's like, this is gonna help you in the long run, baby.
This is good. Make you throw hard to turn you into the $6 million man. All right.
Yeah,
We can rebuild her. We have the
collision
technology.
Didn't look like anything for her to have spinal surgery. What's going on?
No, she was fine. I mean, my guess is that she'll be up and running around like tomorrow because I still have a theory that she can't feel pain.
Oh no, she's one of those kids.
I mean, there's been a lot of evidence. Like she'll cry, but only because she's like scared, not because of the physical pain. I don't really know if she feels much physical pain. Like a couple times she like wouldn't freak out until she started bleeding. When she saw she's bleeding, she started crying.
Oh, what's that, Pulse?
No. I was just gonna say I sprained my ankle, right?
Yeah.
What were you
kind of
doing?
flaring up right now. I think I should go put it on ice.
Yeah. You should have been doing that the whole time, dude.
I think you're fine. What you're doing? Were you doing an Asherman Chris Curtis, like jumping out of some chick's window? The husband was home. That's what it was.
No, shit, that'd be great. No. I was going up for a rebound and I landed on some guy's foot, twisted my ankle. Then this morning,
you're too old for this, Paul.
No, this morning, you know what happened? I left the plug out, and I had the lights off as I was getting ready for work. And I stepped the arch of my foot right on the plug.
Ah, yeah, that sucks. It's like stepping on a Lego.
Yeah, I yelled out loud. I was like, fuck my life. And
It was
Yeah,
definitely
it's probably-
louder than that. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have
No,
to
I
keep
feel
your
like
volume
I feel
down.
like
know
all
you're-
three of us are the kind of people, because I know Ray definitely is, and I am sometimes. I'm not proud of it. That when I get hurt, I yell more than I should.
No, I definitely.
If I stub a toe, I usually am screaming at somebody, especially if I'm not in a good mood. I fucking scream as if something. Yeah.
Well, I gotta
overreact.
be. I gotta clock in at 7, so I was up at like 6, and I
Oh, yeah.
definitely woke. I woke the neighbors up with that one. Like, fuck my life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
go ice the thing. We're gonna close out the show here.
Yeah, I got chunky soup to eat.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys Tuesday.
See you Tuesday, buddy.
All right, see you, man.
Oh man,
Have we told him that we're replacing him yet? Does he know this?
Well, no, he's not replaced.
I'm
he's
kidding.
just
I'm
elevated to third mic now.
That's what he is anyway. So
Yeah, he's third mic on the show.
we got to
That's
talk to
fine.
Harrison though. I don't know what the question to ask him is. I don't know.
Well, all we need to know is his schedule, and are you okay? with
Honestly,
also
he
editing
seemed more
offsite?
open to it than I thought he'd be when we asked him about it.
Yeah, that was the one thing that made me happy. Was like, oh, thank God, we're gonna get somebody that we can all just be stars now, and then like post the videos after they're fucking edited. Cool.
Yeah, we don't want to do any of the hard work.
No, that's why I got into podcasting. I want a Toby.
But the thing is, if money comes in, we'll give it to him. Like
No. Yes, that's gonna be. That's gonna be when if he gets us if he helps us with enough content to get us monetized, then fuck yeah, dude, I'm goddamn in.
Did you see? I watched not the whole thing, but just Mary Santora playing bonus hole in her laundromat. Have you seen those videos?
No.
She found one of those coin pusher bonus hole machines in her laundromat, and people were like Venmoing her. Last one was $106. So she got $106 in quarters and was just making a video of her playing bonus hole with $106 worth of quarters.
What's bonus hole again?
It's one of those coin pusher games. You can set the quarters and they push and they push the money or the prizes. She won a bunch of cheap watches. It's kind of funny. Yeah, but it's like watching someone curling. It's like watching it. You're like, is this actually half entertaining? Why is this entertaining? Like, is this kind of entertaining?
She goes to one of those like key cutting machines or whatever. The fucking you gotta like just show up kind of thing, or like go through a hole and like cut the fucking string. She starts moving on to those.
Oh, she's cheating. She finds a way to cheat. That'd be amazing. I feel like, dude, she spent almost $200 on this thing already, of money that people gave her. Right? Like,
who is this again?
Mary.
Oh, Santora.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in her laundromat in New York, and she's just doing these videos of her just like for like an hour and a half, just playing this fucking coin pusher game with money that people sent her to play.
Hey man, if she gets that kind of cash and it's not her own, that's a fucking win.
Yeah, but she's spending it. She's not keeping it. She's like, you can just
That's
tip
what
me
I'm
too.
saying.
Just tell
Like,
me if it's a
not
tip
her
or you
own
want
money she's spending. So that's
right.
That's a good thing.
I want to send her $5 and be like, for the love of God, do not put this in the fucking the coin pusher machine.
Mary, get yourself a water.
Anything other than bonus hole,
Hydrate.
please. I love Mary. She's great.
That would be fun. We should do that. I'll do. What is this on? Just like Instagram or something?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay. I'll go on the Bro Plata fucking thing and just like send her like $5 and be like, Mary, you need to hydrate, please. Don't use this for the fucking coin pusher.
Anything but bonus hole. Anything.
That way she has to look. That way she has to look who's doing it, and then realizes, oh, it's fucking Ray Highclack and Tim Danko, and it's like, no, it's just Ray Highclack doing it to fuck with you because I love you as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I defend that woman. I ended a.
You shouldn't have to defend her. I mean, like anyone who has issues. I mean, listen, you're allowed to not to like or not like anyone's comedy, but if you do it aggressively, then it's when you feel like you have to be like, I think you're dumb, sir.
Yeah, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, if they're like, I don't. She's not for me. That's completely fine. But if like she
Yeah, I
fucking
get
sucks, they're like, oh, I can't let that go. I mean,
Yeah.
you can. But when they're your friend and you know they're very wrong, you're like, yeah, okay, maybe no,
Yeah.
that can't.
It's like I have
Still it's okay,
empirical
but
evidence.
because people, it's still all right because people are allowed to have their, comedy's subjective. They're allowed to have their own opinion. But to say somebody sucks when they clearly don't suck, I mean, the correct answer is she's not for me. That's fine, completely fine. But to say she sucks, I'm like that clearly isn't the case, right?
I mean, she's better than Ed Fishman or whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Last time I corrected you, but you got mad at me, so I'm not going to correct you this time.
No, I puked a little. You can correct me all you want. I'm still gonna go. Never say his name in my presence, and then
his name's Ed Bassmaster, I think, right? No, what is his name? Something Diamond?
Jamie Diamond, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever, man. He's trying something. It's again not my thing. Again, it's not my
Far
thing.
from my thing. Like,
Yeah, I watched it. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand the entertainment value in this, but if he's making money from it, more power to him.
All power to him, but I reserve the right as an American citizen to say you fucking suck if this is how you make money.
Well, what you just did though is you're just saying, well, you're wrong about Mary, and then like I'm allowed to say you suck, but he's not allowed to say Mary sucks. That's what you just did.
Yeah, because I have seen multiple times. You have seen multiple times.
I'm sure that guy could sell out a theater for maybe not theater, maybe a comedy club.
But there's a sucker born every minute. It's fine. Like it's the marks will pay at all times on the boardwalk.
I am with you, right? I agree with you that guy isn't funny, and Mary Santora is amazing. I mean, I have Mary in like my top 5 comedians.
Like I don't disrespect the hustle of the guy, but I look down upon him because he had to create a character that tries to do.
Well, you're allowed to talk shit about hacks.
Yeah, as a hack,
you're not really that hacky, man.
Really?
Oh well, I mean, it's what makes a hack? Number one, doing the same shit everyone else does, and trying to be other people, and just doing the old fucking same tired fucking premises everyone does, and basically the same way that everyone does them, right? It's like everyone's allowed to have an online dating joke, but if you do it basically the same online dating joke as a bunch of other people, like if you had a joke about, I don't know, the 4 hour erection joke with a Viagra, if you have a 4 hour erection, even if yours was a little different, like, oh man, if I have a 4 hour erection, I'm gonna call up this person and this person. I'm like, dude, that's a hacky as fuck joke. Stop.
Yeah. That's the kind of place you go to hack court for.
Right, like that.
And that's what I try and not
one example of hack. But I don't really know anything that you do that I'm like, that's super, super hacky. I don't know.
Well, I try and do stuff. I try and do point of view, but it comes out more punchline, set a punchline at the end rather than.
You're allowed to have that.
Go after that.
You're allowed to have that too. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm fucking I'm not saying I'm fucking Dice selling out arenas in '85, but fucking I'm better than or whatever the fuck that catchphrase of his is. Like,
does he do stand up?
He does. There's video of it, Tim.
Is he coming to the Funny Stop anytime soon?
I will protest the Funny Stop for at least a week.
Ray's just out front with a sign that says "No Bassmaster."
No hacks. No hacks. No hacks. No hacks.
They've been hiring hacks a long time, but I get it, man.
If they sell tickets, they sell tickets. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking.
No, I would do the same shit. When comics were getting pissed about comedy clubs hiring Stormy Daniels, that's when I was like, dude, I'd fucking do it. If I owned a club, I'd do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not looking at it.
I mean, would I be proud of myself? No, fuck no. Of course I wouldn't. But
here's my caveat. Would I hire Ed fucking Fishman or fucking Bass Cutter or whatever the fuck his fucking name is to fucking be at my club if I had one? Yeah, because I know there's a following for him and I'm gonna make money off of him. I will put aside any kind of shit to make that money. Like I'm not, I'm a carny at fucking heart. Like I'm gonna do it.
You kind of have to be in that business, unfortunately.
But
sometimes,
as a comedian, somebody who's been doing this almost 10 years, who has performed in front of fucking packed rooms before and done very well for himself. Not great, very well. I will preface that. I look at guys like that and go, you can't write jokes like as yourself? Like, do you not have any fucking life experience? Like, what are you doing?
Well, at the same time, I don't give shit to a guy like Larry the Cable Guy, right?
But he has actual, like, good jokes.
That is the difference. But you just say you can't write jokes as yourself. I'm like, well, Larry
people
Cable
in public.
Larry the Cable Guy doesn't. Dude, I hate that. I hate pranks. I hate all of that. Like, dude, life is hard enough. Don't fucking bother people trying to live life, dude. I fucking hate
jokers, cool. Whatever.
I don't even like that, dude.
I like Impractical Jokers at times. I do get awkward when I watch those. But, like, watching fucking, Salmon Slice or whatever the fuck his name is do his...
Bass line.
Yeah. Line cutter, fucking grouper, whatever the fuck he goes by.
Grouper. Trout tickler.
Trout tickler sounds like a really old 70s porn name for the guy that would only go with the smelly girl.
I was gonna say it sounds like an 80s NASCAR driver. And going in the lead is Trout Tickler.
Trout Tickler taking the lead in Charlotte. He is about to go for Take Dale Waltrip again.
He just passed Dick Trickle.
Tom Petty is wrecked. Trout Tickler. Or not Tom Petty. What the fucking
You said Tom Petty? Richard Petty.
What was it?
Richard
Petty has crashed Trout Tickler. This is not how NASCAR needs to be, kids.
Trout Tickler.
And the the 1975 Winston Cup goes to Trout Tickler.
Tickler, Trickler. Tickler. Trout Tickler.
Trout Tickler. Hey, Trout, how'd you do? Well, I'll tell you right now, it was a hell of a day. We were definitely trying to go for it, but man, I'm very happy that I avoided the wreck and turn forward to take the green or take the checker. I'm gonna be here next week, looking forward to it. Trout Tickler, everybody.
What was the name of Tom Cruise's character in
Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder, yeah.
I don't remember, but I'm looking now.
Man, hold on. I think it was something Trickle. Wasn't it? It wasn't Dick like Dick Trickle. It was something like that.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, man. I think it was something Trickle. I could be wrong. What was it?
God damn it. Why is this not working? Google's down.
What?
There we
I mean, I'll look for it.
I got it. Coal Trickle.
All right.
Coal Trickle.
Okay. I thought it was something Trickle. It wasn't Dick Trickle, but Dick Trickle is a real driver. But
He was. Shout
Cole
out
Trickle.
to Ryan DePerna for having the old Dick Trickle joke that he used to have.
I don't know that one, but yeah, Trout Tickler was a legend.
He was.
Also sounds like he could be like a turn of the century relief pitcher.
Man, I wish I had that fucking that thing right now, the soundboard, because I would put on like the fucking megaphone thing and be like, "Here you see Dick or Trout Tickler getting ready to open the game for the New York Sock Pants."
Sock pants.
Sock pants. Trickle has definitely had a great season so far, striking out all of the white men he's been bad against.
The Trenton gray trousers.
He's had a great start for the trousers, going 3 for 5. with all knuckleballs.
Dude, I started watching Knuckleball again last night. I love that, dude. That's because we were talking about knuckleballs on Tuesday. I don't know, man. Again, it's so cool just because it's the only thing, and I think in any sport where there's just like one complete opposite way to do what everyone does, and not that many people have ever done it. Like 70 guys ever.
Yeah,
and it's just it. I mean, I was looking at Phil Necro's numbers. That guy's numbers were great. He was probably the most consistent knuckleballer of all time. I mean, a lot of knuckleballers were either unhittable or extremely hittable. One or the other, like never like down the middle. It was always like great or terrible. But Necro was great.
I like it.
And he played until he was 48. See those old videos of him playing the Yankees. He has white hair. He's older than his managers.
Indians uniform?
1 year he played for Cleveland.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, knuckleball is sweet, and they need to bring it back. Okay.
All right, guys. We will see you guys Tuesday for Bro Plata live Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays as well. This weekend, Porier gonna get fucked up by Islam Makhachev.
Who do you have in the Strickland Costa fight?
Strickland. I think this is going to be a comeback fight for him.
I could see Costa winning this fight.
Could see that was going to be my next thing. I could see Costa winning, but I want Sean to get another title shot. And let's see if it was a fluke or what. But I want to see him back in the title picture. And I think. What
about the Pole and Holland?
The what?
Owen Jacek.
I got Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, me too. I really just hope he wins more than anything. He was saying, like, he didn't say it directly, but he's like, oh, I took this fight, but I was going to fight an old legend. I'm like, was he going to fight Nick Diaz? Instead of Luque? It's silly. It's silly. Pulse and I talked about it earlier.
Nah, I didn't. Nick just needs to go home. What?
Dude, so does Tony Ferguson, dude. He's fighting on that card too. He's fighting Chiesa.
He's going up fucking 15. Like, there's no way, man. I'm sorry.
Why didn't they just have fucking Diaz fight Ferguson?
I don't know.
And then they can do a loser and winner goes home match.
Yeah. Both the last fight. Yeah, just there's so many legends that are holding on, and you're just like, go home. Like, be an ambassador to the sport.
Yeah. Well, Nick Diaz is the only way for him to be an ambassador is to fight. He's not going to be like the guy who's like, I don't know, doing commencement speeches talking about the positivity of martial arts and like,
yeah.
Although, man, I'd love that, dude. What, the Diaz brothers doing a commencement speech?
Oh my God, go to jiu-jitsu, bitch.
Here's a list of people who are bitches.
Kind of still ain't beat me, dog.
Like, he talked for 50 minutes and basically said nothing.
That would be awesome.
He burned through 8 joints.
It was in his rider to have 10. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you Tuesday. Enjoy UFC 2, or I was going to say 203, but 302. And you sexy bitches out there, just give us a like, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Bro Plata. Oot!
I need to have an AI write a song about the legend of legendary NASCAR driver Trout Tickler. It's the legend of Trout Tickler.